Good evening and welcome to the IRA Civic Center. It's another hockey night in Grand Rapids. As Grand Rapids, it has been the epicenter of good high school hockey, I think, in all the state of Minnesota for the last 2.5 weeks.
I've got to believe that, especially some of the teams that have come here and then the hockey that's been played when they've come.
Yeah, the Andover game, what a great ending. The game that you did against Wayzata a couple weeks ago, and then the St. Thomas Academy game, another one-goal game, and now finishing off against the number one team in single A, the Hermantown Hawks, and this promises to be a good one, and Hermantown, frankly, has had the better of this matchup over the past number of years.
That's what I was looking up, and I didn't go back as far as I should have, but I thought they lost last year, and I think they got outshot by like 15, and that's exactly what happened. It was 5-3, and I think 45-30 was shots on goal in favor of the Hawks. And, Grand Rapids had a pretty good team last year, too.
Yes, they did. They were the number one seed going into sections last year. And 2 years ago, they had a good team. I'm thinking that 2 years ago, they did win one of the two games that year against Hermantown. Last year and this year, just one Hermantown game on the schedule. And last year, because of the truncated schedule with COVID, and this year mostly because of games that were added with the Lake Superior Conference.
Had to fit everything in, and somebody's got to get ousted.
But it's always, and off the record, I was just chatting with Patrick Andrews a little bit, and I said if both of these teams are double A, and certainly Hermantown gets their share of criticism for not being double A, if both of these teams are double A, you probably don't do this game right at the end of the year.
Well, it might mean something.
Yeah.
Because really, as important as this game is for both these teams to play well and win, it really means nothing for their future plans.
Not really.
No.
I mean, it will help Grand Rapids QRF, which is how seedings are done in 7AA, and I believe the only hockey section in A or AA to use QRF is 7AA.
Is that how it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it will affect that, but I don't think Rapids is close enough to Andover to catch them anyways.
Well,
we'll find that out tomorrow.
I think over the past week to 10 days, how long, that'd be about 3 games that they've had. They've cut it in half. It went from 20-point differential
to
down
11.
to about 11 differential. So,
and they need to cut it in half again, and then they get it.
Then they get it.
Because
and I don't know, how much influence what game had on that 11 points, but it would be nice to, just to win. Just because it's Hermantown, it's a rivalry now. They're a good single A team, and Grand Rapids, just to finish the season on a positive note, would be a beautiful thing.
This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. They would like to remind you that it's okay to not be okay from time to time. Your mental well-being is very important, and if you don't feel right, talk to someone who can help, because you can't have good health without good mental health. We'll take our first break, and when we come back, Super Joe will take a look at the win over St. Thomas Academy on Friday. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Have you been putting off making a retirement plan because the task seems too big and intimidating? At Claremont Financial Advisors, we use our easy-to-understand planning process to give you the tools to feel confident in your financial future. Whether your goal is to travel the world or enjoy our beautiful Northland, we are here to guide you towards the retirement you desire. Give Guy or Tom a call today at 326-3000 or visit us on the web at ClaremontFinancialAdvisors.com. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2022 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport and Marine, where your passion is the water.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together because it's your chance to show what you're made of, and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like nowhere else. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Make Nooch's in the Corner your main stop before you head out on the lake. They'll come out and top off your truck with fuel and get your propane tanks filled so you stay warm out there. It's easy to get in and out with your trailer. Don't forget to check out their old hickory buildings and sheds. With 10% down, you can get your building by spring. It's not just any old building, it's an old hickory building. Stop in at Nooch's in the Corner at the intersections of Highways 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
What do you find in a Sammy's Pizza kitchen? Our family recipe sauce with a secret mix of seasonings. Dough made fresh each morning, crimped into the perfect crust. Specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, all making up our famous bite-sized squares. We're cooking up experiences that bring together family and friends to create lasting traditions. Visit us at 802 South Pokegama Avenue in Grand Rapids or order online at sammyspizzaGrandRapids.com.
This is Easton Young with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the pregame show on J105, The Thunder. Grand Rapids Hockey wrapping up the regular season tonight. They take on the Hermantown Hawks. Hi there, I'm Joe Gigliotti. We'll look ahead some more to the matchup with Hermantown here shortly, but right now, let's take a look back to last Friday night's contest, St. Thomas Academy in town. On a night when the 1972 Grand Rapids team was honored, 50 years since they made the state tournament, they would see this year's Grand Rapids team earn a 3-2 win. The Thunderhawks on the board first. Henry Sturl at 7:48, power play goal in the opening period.
DeMar is unable to control it initially, but they'll get it in with a little bit of room. Shot, goal! Henry Sturl!
Assist to J.J. Kerr and Will Stoffer. 1-0 Grand Rapids after one. They outshoot St. Thomas 12-3. But the second belonged to St. Thomas. They score twice. Tommy Cronin at 4:07, assist to Zach Howard and Tyler Graham. They make it 2-0 at 14:29, this time on the power play. The goal goes to Howard, assist to Graham and Cronin. 2-1 Cadets after two. They outshoot Grand Rapids 13-8 in that middle frame. But in the third, Grand Rapids scores two of their own, starting with the second of the night for Henry Sturl.
Thunderhawks now get it out to center. 2-on-1, maybe 3-on-1. Out front, backhand, scores! Henry Sturl!
That goal at 8:46, assist to Hayden DeMars and Kerr. And then Grand Rapids gets a big go-ahead goal less than a minute later. Easton Young, after hitting the post twice on the power play, this time crashes the net.
Del Greco now, Caden Nelson. Nelson has Easton Young going in. Shot in front. Goal!
Hey.
Assist to Caden Nelson and Hayden Davis. 3-2 Grand Rapids over St. Thomas Academy on Friday night. Here's Henry Sturl on his two-goal night.
I put a nice shot over his far shoulder on the first one and then just slid her in on the second one. So great plays by both my teammates. Justin's been doing really good on the wall, and he made both of those plays possible.
Final shots on goal, 27-22 Thunderhawks. The winning goal goes to Miles Gunderson. He makes 20 saves. Grand Rapids is 18-5-1. They finish up the regular season tonight against Hermantown. When we come back, the Chido Chat. Sheldon Willis visits with the Grand Rapids head coach. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest. Roll on.
Windshield wipers dry out, crack, and leave streaks. It's time to replace them. Purchase two Bosch Focus Maximum Performance wiper blades and save $15 after mail-in rebate. Save $4 on Trico rear wipers for your SUV or minivan. Free installation on most models. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Look no further than Lake Country Power for all your electric water heating needs. Lake Country Power's 8-hour interruptible water heating program is great for homes and cabins and helps keep your electric bills down with the program's reduced electric rate. Best of all, electric water heating is safe. No flames, vents, backdrafts, or carbon monoxide. No worries. So get with the program and call Lake Country Power today or visit us at lakecountrypower.coop.
At Grand Rapids GM, their philosophy is simple, and that is their customers being completely satisfied, not only in the vehicle, but in their entire experience. Their goal is that you enjoy your buying experience to the point that you feel comfortable in recommending them to your family and friends. Grand Rapids GM is the fastest growing dealership in the Northland and the area's only certified pre-owned GM dealership. Make your next car buying experience an enjoyable one. At Grand Rapids GM, the Car Corner, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
I'm Brad Johnson, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids Edward Jones offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Travis Verbick with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show on J105. Wade Chido, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Coach, you're making it tough on announcers and fans and everything, having these nail-biter close games, third period comebacks. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't really care what I'm doing to other people. I'm just glad our kids are playing well and they're doing a good job. It's a good experience for these kids to go through that and know what it's like to be in a crunch and to buckle down and try to find ways to win.
And early on in the season, well, through the first, over half of the season, there were a lot of really close games with top-end teams that didn't go Grand Rapids' way. What's been the difference in the last 3 weeks?
Oh, I don't know. We could have gone either way. Beginning of the year is a little different hockey than the end of the year. There's a little more structure to it at the end, and you know what? That's what's most important. I guess I've totally forgot about the beginning of the season and moved on, and we're doing what we need to do right now and getting ready for another game tonight.
Well, I know the first 2 years that you coached, it was tough to score against Wade Chido teams here in Grand Rapids. Is the team really getting back to that in the last 2 weeks?
Well, I hope so. It's playoff hockey right around the corner, and to buy it in to take care of our net from the net out and being stingy, and we made a few changes on how we want to run our D zone, and nothing different, but we made a couple changes about 3 weeks ago just because we're a little loose in our own end and giving up too many grade A opportunities, and I think that's helped tie things up a little bit.
Well, and this is a defensive core that all five of them love to jump in the rush, love to create odd man going the other way. Do you still like doing that? Do you still like creating offense that way?
Yeah, Easton Young has got the freedom to do what he needs to do. He's that type of player. You can't harness these kids. You know, obviously there's some D that we want to stay home, and they know that they need to stay home and play D. But like Easton Young, there's not too many times you get a talent like that coming through, and you got to let the kid play. You know what? He's responsible defensively, and so I'm not worried about it.
Now, you were so physical against Andover. You really took that game to Andover physically. The last game against St. Thomas Academy was probably a lot more even physically. Were you happy with the physicality of Grand Rapids in that game?
No, I wasn't. Well, I didn't know. I guess I thought we were slow. I thought our reaction was slow, and that's the reason why we weren't as physical. We weren't jumping on pucks. They were beating us to pucks. I honestly didn't think we played that great. We found a way to win at the end of the game, but our anticipation wasn't good, and it might be a little bit of a hangover from the Andover game. Who knows? But we can't allow that to happen tonight because we'll dig ourselves a big hole.
Well, this is one of the faster, more talented teams you'll face. Doesn't matter if they have a single A behind their team name.
I agree and disagree with that. I think they're going to be one of the faster teams. I don't know if I would say they're one of the more talented teams. You've got Maple Grove that's pretty loaded with talent. Andover's pretty loaded with talent. Hillmurray's pretty loaded with talent. Wayzata's pretty loaded with talent. So I think we're not going to see any difference between that. But they are a fast team. They play fast. They got a couple high-end kids, and it'll be a good test.
Well, and you talk about that first line with Zamplant and Max. What does it take to contain or to play with a top-end line like that?
Well, with Zam especially, he's smart. He's about as good as a hockey player as you're going to see in the state of Minnesota. You just got to make him work. He's going to make things happen. He's too good to harness. You got to try to contain him, make him work, make him get that extra inch, keep him on the outside, and that's that. And then obviously when he does get his opportunities, our goalie has to come up big.
Well, and we'll talk about goaltending right at the end here, but Gundy's getting on a little bit of a run here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, he is. He's playing with confidence. You know what? He's feeling comfortable in that, and he's doing what he expected to do all year. And you know, it's nice to see that because the kid's a damn good goalie, and it's all coming together at the right time for him.
Well, good luck tonight. We're looking forward to playoffs as well, but this is a fun one tonight.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido, here on the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. Sorry, I'm looking at something else, and I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here on the air.
Don't get distracted.
Right? Yeah, there's always stuff going on.
That's
Sheldon
right.
Willis along with Tom Downing. And, you know, this whole stretch of games at the end of the year, man, were we looking forward to them. And, you know, sometimes you look forward to a stretch of the season or a certain part of the season so much, and then it kind of disappoints. It's not quite as good as you expected. Up until tonight, it's been every bit as good, if not better, than we expected.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just been, just think of the goals. I mean, the games and, you know, the 1-goal differential. And I find it so neat that both these teams' last game was against St. Thomas Academy.
Yep.
You know, it's not very often that you get a team coming in that just played, you know, but yeah. And then the other team that I think about that came down and played Rapids and then went down there was Maple Grove, and I think Coach Chido mentioned them as being just as fast. But they got beat down there, didn't they?
Maple Grove beat.
Oh, that's right.
Maple Grove went through and
beat
both Rapids and Hermantown.
That's right.
And now Andover fairly solidly. I mean, there's a team that you better be watching out for come playoff time.
And that's not an easy section that they're in, but I think they're one of the best teams I've seen this year. Some of those players, there was like one line and 2D that were just incredible.
That top line was a mix of physicality and speed and skill that I don't think I'd seen before this year. I mean, and
about a 10-foot defenseman that skate like the wind, and he was only a 9th or 10th grader, I think.
Well, hopefully we can see him at state. Grand Rapids tonight. It's finishing up the regular season against Hermantown. This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. We'll take another break. Come back with head coach of the Hermantown Hawks, Patrick Andrews, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Midland Title is a proud sponsor of the Grand Rapids boys hockey team. Choose Midland Title to help you stay out of the penalty box with potential title issues. The team at Midland Title is here for all your title insurance needs. When refinancing, buying, or selling your next home, give us a call or check out our website at midlandtitlemn.com. Good luck, Thunderhawks!
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sterl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sterl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sterl at Sterl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Taco Tuesday is calling.
Tuesday!
Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunchy.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
Roth RV has Ice Trek fish houses in stock. Designed and manufactured in Minnesota's North Country, where they know what it takes to build tough and durable equipment to withstand the worst of winter. The Ice Trek all-aluminum alloy frame is hand-welded at every seam, and with the all-aluminum alloy, there's no rusting and no frame deterioration due to road salt. Ice Trek skids are delivered open shell, which allows custom finishing. Roth RV also has Forest River's Grey Wolf ice fish houses, engineered with impeccable quality, offering a spacious interior to keep you comfortable. Roth RV. BJ Hansen, of Edge of the Wilderness Realty, has a passion for helping people through the realities of real estate. Whether you're looking for your next home or maybe an office with a lake, BJ works hard to coach you through the entire process. Visit eowrealty.com for current listings or call BJ at 218-259-3319. Love where you live? Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
You have a lot of choices when it comes to securing your mortgage. Do you go with the local bank so your money stays in your community? Or do you search for the best interest rate? Of course, maybe you could try one of those trendy internet-based lenders and just get it done quickly. The choice is easy. Woodland Bank offers all of those things. A trusted local partner, the lowest interest rates, and a fast process. So make the obvious choice. Come on over to Woodland Bank and bank easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Gus Drennan with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to the Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health Pregame Show on J105. Patrick Andrews, head coach, Hermantown Hawks. And I can't tell you how much I look forward to this game, Patrick. Every year, having this game right at the end of the year is such a fun time.
I agree. It's kind of one of those things you look at the beginning of the year and you're like, all right, we play Rapids at the end, and just watching them progress throughout the season and watching us progress, it's like that's going to be a great way to end the season.
And obviously, both of these teams have designs on a state tournament. Talk a little bit about the success Hermantown has had this year.
It's been a really good year for us right from the start. We had a very hot start going 4-0 against really good teams, and it kind of just snowballed from there. We just kept winning. They're super competitive, talented group, and we lost Zam after that, our third game, and it sucked for him. You just feel bad for the kid, but for our team, it made us better. It made everybody step up, and everybody played and got a lot more experience. So then when Zam came back, everyone was just that much better and used to playing big minutes. So it made us better, and it's been really fun having him back on the ice too. So it was just been a really fun year. Anytime, obviously the wins, you lose two games all year, it's a good year, but just the group's a pleasure to be at the rink with every day. So.
Well, and that has to make your job at least a little easier as a coach.
Oh, for sure. It's a blast going to the rink every day. It's almost more challenging in some ways because they're high octane and you can push them, and they have serious hockey questions. They want to know the why of we're doing things. They don't just do them. They'll do them, but they want to know why, and that's great. You have great, intelligent hockey conversations with the kids, and that's really cool.
So, and you talked about how Rapids has progressed this year as well. This is a team that's hoping to get back to state after a few years' absence. What do you expect here tonight?
Oh, they're so good. Their back end is so strong. Watching some of their games on TV and some film, they're solid all the way through. They got 3 great lines. That top line's phenomenal, and their back end is so skilled that I think they have what it takes, and I hope for them they can get by Andover again. They obviously had a great game with them last week, and I think they're definitely the favorite in 7AA. The team that would beat a Grand Rapids is going to be a pretty damn good team because they're really strong.
Well, and I know for any team up north, whether single A or double A, you sometimes struggle getting top-end competition night after night. I think Grand Rapids has been in that situation too. Talk about how you structure that for Hermantown.
We travel, that's just, if you're going to play high-end hockey up in northern Minnesota, you're going to have to travel. And we travel a ton, and talking to Coach Chido, they travel a ton, and he's already trying to rearrange and do things for next year to travel, and we're doing the same thing. I think we had a great schedule this year. We had a lot of home games, and now next year we're going to pay for it because I think we're taking a bus 9 Saturdays in a row to go to the cities or to War Road next year or up north. So, but you have to, and it's a commitment, but I think it makes you better too because you're playing great teams all year long, and the guys are committed to something big, and anytime kids can be committed to something bigger than themselves, I think it's a pretty special deal.
Well, we're really, as I started this, we're looking forward to tonight's game. Good luck. Let's have a fun one.
Well, thanks for having me, Sheldon, of course.
And that is head coach of the Hermantown Hawks, Patrick Andrews, and always enjoy chatting with Patrick. And for all the critics, I say, people have heard me say this on the air a million times. Hermantown is playing exactly by the rules the State High School League lays out. You may wish they were double A. Maybe it would be better for Minnesota hockey if they were double A, but they don't have to care about that. They have to care about Hermantown hockey, and they're making their own decisions about that, which they have every right to do.
I've never, ever objected to them being in the single A. The numbers are single A numbers.
That's right.
They're at the top end of single A numbers, but they're still single A numbers. And as far as hockey in Minnesota, what's wrong with having a really good team at the top of single A?
If it's wrong, then change the rules so it's actually wrong.
Yeah, and then you might as well go back to making it a one-class hockey.
There's a point to be made there. So, I like, and I am going to more than enjoy watching the probable final of War Road and Hermantown in the single A final, which will be great hockey.
Well, and that's projecting out there quite a ways through a lot of sections and maybe not that tough a section, but for War Road to come out of Hermantown, it's going to have to be a big upset for someone to stop them in section single A. And I remember the coach talking about they started the season with 4 wins. They actually started with 6, but it was 4 pretty high-quality opponents with Matamidi, Benilde, Hill Murray, Wayzata, Rosemount. So all that was a pretty good way to start with 6 wins.
2 teams have beaten Hermantown this year.
Right.
That is Cretin-Durham Hall, the number 1 team in AA, and Maple Grove, who we think is the best AA team we've seen. We haven't seen Cretin.
Yeah, and Cretin, it was a 4-2, I think it was, back December 23rd. And Cretin went 2 for 3 on the power play. Hermantown 0 for 5 on that one. But shots on goal were pretty close in that game. So obviously a good hockey game. And that was at the Hermantown rink?
I know Maple Grove was certainly there. And then they had an overtime game with War Road that they won.
Right.
And like I said, let's go ahead and have that rematch in the single A state final.
Wouldn't be a bad one at all. I always like it when 2 1-8s end up being close to the final.
Well, how about this?
Okay.
Then let's have Rapids and Roseau in the AA final. You and I will watch both of them.
Wouldn't that be nice? That's a dream, Sheldon.
There you go.
That's a nice dream.
One can always dream a little bit, right?
That's right. And I told my wife before I left, I guess it was last night that I told her what the score was going to be here tonight. And I'm not going to say a thing.
You're not going to say it on the air?
I'm not going to say a thing till after the game. And then I probably won't say anything to anybody but my wife.
Okay, but she knows. This has been the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. And it's brought to you, of course, by Itasca County Public Health. And they would like to remind you of the importance of getting enough sleep. Children 9 to 11, teenagers 8 to 10, put down those devices, get some Z's. You'll be at your best in the game. So we hope all of the Thunderhawks have gotten their 8 to 10.
They sure should have. I would imagine if they didn't, it was only because they were wound up.
I bet they are just a little bit wound up and ready to go. You know, we talked about this with the Andover game. There's certain games that you circle and you're just really charged up. And I think the coach actually has to settle the team down instead of get them cranked up for some games, and this is one of those.
Yeah, there's a fine balance there between being too wound up to where you're, I think I've heard coaches talk lots about gripping the sticks and, you know, just not being natural and smooth. And boy, if you can get out there and get a goal, get it going fast early, I think that would be a real strong thing for either team, but I'd really like it to happen for the Thunderhawks.
Well, and it was interesting to me that Coach Chido, when I said a fast and talented team, he said
so many
they're
others.
Fast, but he doesn't know that overall they're more talented than a lot of other teams they've played.
Right, yeah, you mentioned 4 or 5 teams that have a lot of just as skilled players, and you know, I can hardly argue with Coach Chido's evaluation of anything because he's a darn good hockey coach.
He is. The one thing we know, because we've seen him before, Zamplant is a special player.
Yes, he'd been an incredible player, and I asked you before the game why his stats are lower than his brothers, and then the coach explained it, and you did too, that there was an injury for about a month probably.
Right. So it's time for starting lineup, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. When you need electrical work done, contact Skoglund Electric. Personal hometown service, personable and hardworking, and a proud supporter of hardworking Thunderhawk sports. First, for the Hermantown Hawks, they will start at forward, at center, Zamplant, a Bulldog recruit. He is a junior. Max Plant, his brother and a sophomore, starts on the left side, number 26, Cade Kohansky. Number 11, he's another junior, starts on the right. So not only are they good, their first line is all underclassmen. At defense, senior Bo Janzig and also junior Ty Hansen. Ty Hansen, another UMD recruit. I can't, what's that logo? Where's Janzig going? Can you tell?
That looks like a, I can't even see it, but it looks like not a college team, but a junior.
Okay. And starting in net will be Dane Calloway. Calloway's a sophomore, and great stats with a .911 save percentage and a .172 goals against average. He's 13-2. For the Thunderhawks, they will start up front. Joey Del Greco, 24 goals, 37 assists, flanked by Garrett Drotz and Caden Nelson. And on defense will be Will Stoffer and Ren Morquay. Stoffer, a junior, also Miles Gunderson in net, and he's on a little roll. He's played some really good hockey recently, and he will start in net. He is a junior and comes in 16-5-1 with a .227 goals against average.
Cloquet Wilderness.
The Wilderness,
yes.
Okay, nice. And you know who else headed to the Wilderness?
Who's headed there?
Hayden DeMars.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be a good spot for him to show a little bit of what he can do.
And I think that's the right place for him to continue.
Easton Young committed anywhere?
He should be, shouldn't he? He could play at the next level.
Like last year.
Yeah. There's no question in my mind that Easton Young could play on just about any Division I hockey team in this country.
Yeah.
He is so smooth.
And, you know, both coaches know it seems like.
Yes.
They talked about the back end on the Hermantown side, and you know, he's among one of 5 and the goaltender, but every one of them, I think you and I have talked about, they're all very good individually skilled offensively.
Yes,
they play great D, but they even shine better when they start moving the puck.
And probably Sam Stroll, probably the most stay-at-home among all those defensemen.
Yeah.
A little more of a traditional defenseman, maybe.
Yeah, Stoffer will sneak in once in a while, but only from the blue line, man.
Exactly right. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. For all your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial, Skoglund Electric, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. One more break, and we'll be back with the drop of the puck. Grand Rapids and Hermantown next on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
The Gigazone Gaming Championship, presented by Paul Bunyan Communications, returns Saturday, March 12th with a Spring Break Halo Infinite 4v4 Mixed Mode Virtual Tournament. It's free to enter, so get your Halo Infinite team together now for a chance at cash and prizes. For more information and to register your team, go to GigazoneGaming.com. It's the Gigazone Gaming Championship Spring Break Halo Infinite 4v4 Virtual Tournament, Saturday, March 12th, presented by Paul Bunyan Communications.
It's the Taste of the Summer Produce Sale. Hi, this is Kurt, store manager of Super One North. Make sure to stop by our produce department and stock your fridge with fresh fruit. Raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, all on sale, 2 for $6. How about a package of 6-ounce blackberries or a large Dole Golden Pineapple, just $1.97 each. For a special treat, pick up some kiwis, just 66 cents each. It's the Taste of the Summer Produce Sale going on now. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snow blowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
Hi, this is Sam Sturl with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Speak of Sam Sturl, and he even talks to us.
Saying hello.
And we are just about set for hockey action as we've had the national anthem. Again, a great job done, and I don't know. What can you say?
I heard more people singing along tonight than I ever have before. Did you pay attention to that?
No, I did not. I see Bemidji TV's here to get some highlights for tonight's newscast.
Yeah, he wouldn't
he's good.
He's going to miss one of these games.
Comes and he gets his highlights and then gets back to Bemidji in time to put that together.
He might even stop at 2 other games on the way.
You never know.
That's what he'll report, and he might have 3 or 4 others out on there. Or sometimes they can just pull it right off the internet, can't they? Some of the highlights they use.
That has happened.
Good crowd here. It looks like almost a full house, as full as we've seen it, I think, this year.
I think that's pretty much the same as the Andover game.
Yeah.
Which was pretty packed. And here we go with Hermantown in the dark navy uniforms, white numbers going from right to left. Grand Rapids in the white with black numbers and orange and black trim, black pants. As turnover, shot. Oh, and a good save by Miles Gunderson right to start. Puck back to the point as Bo Janzig shot right on, and Gunderson will cover it for the face-off and turn around and say, okay, guys, no more of those turnovers.
Yeah, Gundy had loved it, and it kind of dropped, and he reached for it once, and it floated away a little bit, and he reached for it again and was able to smother it.
Face-off to Gunderson's left. We're just underway. Face-off won by the Thunderhawks. As Kerr goes a long rink-wide pass, that misses everybody, and tough to receive a pass that's whistling at your kneecaps.
That's a tough one. The JV game was a 4-1 loss for Grand Rapids. Hermantown outshot him 37-19. Ryan Kerr did a nice job in nets for the Thunderhawks. It was 2-1, about 5 minutes left in the third period. Or no, 10 minutes left in the third period.
That was 1-1 starting the third, actually.
Yeah.
Puck in the Grand Rapids zone as Morquay goes behind his own net. Out to the point and getting it out. Now a turnover, trying to work his way in was Sturl. Puck goes off his stick, and now here's Morquay finding some room. Shot goes wide of the net. Now Henry Sturl's shot bounces a couple times and bounces in on Callaway, and he'll hold it for the face-off.
Dane Calloway, sophomore goaltender, and it's the other goaltender who's a junior, Garen Upsall, is #1 in the state of Minnesota
with
goals against with 1. He's only got 9 games. But this other guy, Calloway, must be something else because his stats are good. And
higher save percentage. Back to the point. Easton Young shot hits a stick and goes wide. Third line out for the Thunderhawks. That's Henke Davis and Blaine Mortensen. Davis gets it back to the point, kept in there. Now Sterl's shot goes over the top of the net. Rebounds back to the half wall, and Wyatt Carlson gets it out for Hermantown. Carlson goes in hard against Stauffer, goes around behind the net. Thunderhawks try to pick it up at the half wall. Keeping it in is Carlson for Hermantown. Now the Thunderhawks will get it out. Mortensen, quick little drag move. Now he tries to go wide against Janzig. Janzig takes it away, goes behind his own net as the Thunderhawks make changes, get their first line out. Nice hit along the boards as Dominic Thomas taken out by Ren Morquay. Now the puck goes the other way, but the Thunderhawks pick it up. Shot off the glass, but not out. Turn kept in by Thomas. To the far side, Garrett Drotz moves it behind the net. Now Easton Young tries to move it back up the half wall, and finally they dig it out to Drotz, who makes an ill-advised pass, and the puck shot back at the Grand Rapids net. That was just trying to be too cute. They had room and tried to go back to open up more space. Now here's Kapanen. Kapanen gets it into the Grand Rapids zone. Caden Nelson picks it up, slows down, now turns, gets it deep into the Hermantown zone, goes to the far side to Del Greco. Puck out to center, and Will Stauffer back to get it. Stauffer bangs it off the boards. Cutting it off there is Ty Hansen. Hansen gets it in deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Del Greco tries to move it ahead. Kerr out there as well. 14:22 to go, just underway here from the IRA Civic Center, and no score. Puck flipped up, Ben hits the banners at the top, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off.
Almost 3 minutes into the first period, all tied up at 0. Spartan Deli is one of the sponsors for Thunderhawk Hockey. Let's thank them, Chad Sterl, attorney, Super One Foods, White Pine Jewelers, Jimmy John's, as well as Taco John's.
Face-off to Gunderson's left. Face-off fought for. How do you decide who won that face-off? That's what I want to know. That no one got complete control for about 6 seconds.
Scrummage.
A scrummage.
A scrummage.
A scrummage it was. As the puck at the Hermantown line turned the other way, and here comes Vio. Dallas Vio shoots it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Behind the net, it goes to Morquay. Morquay out to DeMars. DeMars gains the red line, shoots it in. Kerr goes in on the forecheck against Janzig. Janzig turns away from that check. Thunderhawks trying to get the turnover, and a shot over the net by the newly named sniper Henry Sterl. Had 2 goals last game.
They got a stick underneath that deflected it so high.
Now looking for Sam Sterl coming in, but that didn't connect, and now a shot goes well wide off the stick of Vio. Puck at the half wall, now trying to get it out to the point. Thunderhawks will get it just out to center, where Peterson picks it up for Hermantown. Through center ice, Thunderhawks able to get it out. Now here's some room for Henke. Kyle Henke. Puck goes off the end of his stick and well wide. And crashing into the net, Blaine Mortensen. And that will take the net off its moorings, and we'll have the face-off outside the zone.
Geez, that last rush by the Hawks up the ice, both D went and played one guy, and he didn't get the pass to him, but floating in all alone was a Hawk on the far side over there.
Off the face-off, Thunderhawks win that one as Easton Young picks it up. Easton Young tries to work his way in. He's taken down, and the puck flipped back out to center. We're going to have a good Iron Range hockey game again like we did against Andover. That was one of those that possibly could have been a penalty. Puck right out in front, and dangerous situation, but not in the net. As Hayden Davis gets across the line, his shot goes well wide. For all the action we've had back and forth, shots on goal are 2-0 Hermantown. Picking it up is Nelson. Nelson back to Stauffer. Return pass, moves it up to Nelson. Nelson lets it go in. Back to get it is Jack Olson. Olson puts it up the boards. And now here's Plant out to center. That was Max Zamplant. 1 year apart, brothers, and also one number apart.
Yeah.
26 and 27.
And both leading the Hawks in scoring. They're number 1 and 2.
Good bloodlines.
Yeah, not bad at all.
11:53 to go. No score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
Just think if those bloodlines were playing in Cloquet. Make that team a little bit different.
Yes. Their dad's up in the rafters there at Cloquet. 11:51 to go. First period action as the faceoff slides right in on Gunderson, and he'll cover it for the faceoff. This one still fought for, slides back toward the net, and out front comes to the slot, shot right on, and that's turned aside by Gunderson. Another shot, that one doesn't get through. Thunderhawks trying to get it out to center. That shot hits the side of the net. Looked dangerous from the way it riffled, but that was just harmlessly on the outside. Now here's Plant, Zam Plant. Looks out to the slot. Shot doesn't get through. Nice block by Caden Nelson. If you want someone to do the dirty work on your team, I love him.
He sure did a nice job blocking that one. And then chased it.
And did a great. And now the shot, the puck out front. Shot by Garrett Drotz goes wide. Back down low as Easton Young keeps it in. Yeah, he had 2 great blocks in the last 30 seconds of the Andover game.
Right.
Now here comes Hermantown. Hermantown, cross ice pass, bounces off the stick. Easton Young puts it back ahead as the Thunderhawks try to get it in with Sturl. Sturl drop pass for Kerr. He gets a shot right on, and Callaway will gobble that up for the save. And first shot on net for the Thunderhawks. No score. 10:43 to go first period.
Nice job on the drop pass. Good rip on the wrister by Kerr. Right on net, down low, aiming for the 5-hole. Sometimes you can sneak a rebound out of that.
Off the face-off, Kerr goes hard after it, but it comes out to center ice. Hermantown overskating it momentarily, and the puck back into the Hermantown zone. Kerr after it, picked up by Sturl. Shot, he was trying to bank that in off a defenseman's leg. I know he was. Now far side, turning is DeMars. DeMars on the backhand, goes behind the Hermantown net, now turns, tries to move it up the boards. Shot, tipped right on. Kerr in front of the net, tipped that. Nice save by Callaway. That was a harmless looking shot that became very dangerous at the end.
I think it hit him in the face mask.
I think you're probably right. Puck in the Hermantown zone as Hermantown will get it out to center ice to the Grand Rapids blue line. Sam Sturl moves it ahead. This second line has been the line applying pressure for the Thunderhawks. Long shot. No. Puck ends up in the net, but Bezolke waves it off immediately.
Hand pass or a high stick? Because it's going all the way down.
It's going all the way down. Must have been a high stick. The rebound did bounce high. I thought it just went in off his chest, though. Waved off immediately, and the faceoff comes all the way back into the Grand Rapids zone. You know, the one thing, and of course, Bezolke called that penalty shot at the end of the Andover game. The one thing about Bay, he will make the call emphatically and make it right away.
That's right. And you will know.
Yes, exactly right. I like that school of refereeing. As the puck whistles into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off in the Hermantown zone. No score, 9:28 to go, period number 1.
Shots on goal 3-3. Let's thank Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency, McDonald's, Ray's Marine, Affinity Plus, Deerwood Bank, and S&S Meats. Every one of them sponsoring the Thunder.
Off the face-off. Kyle Henke behind the net, goes into the corner, tries to turn the other way. Estabrooks picks it up for Hermantown, and now the Hawks come out to center. Pass too far ahead for Rother, and back into the Hermantown zone. Hayden Davis tries to apply the forecheck. Estabrooks to the line. It does come out to center, trying to pick it up, able to keep it in. Nicely done by Rother. Now here come the Hawks trying to get it in close. Thunderhawks trying to pick it up. Finally, Garrett Drotz will get it up the boards. Now Del Greco coming down the boards, gets into the offensive zone, puts it to the far side. There to get it is Kahansky. Kahansky moves it behind the Hermantown net. Get the return pass. Now the Thunderhawks get it on the forecheck behind the net. Back to Will Stoffer, who keeps it in with the skate initially. Drotz out front, shot! Oh! No goal
They're waving
again.
it off still.
Oh! I thought there was no way that was staying out.
But must have stayed under the goaltender long enough
that he blew the whistle before everything slid in.
Yeah.
Thunderhawks have come close twice.
Now is your man Slot Machine digging at that.
And he's pleading his case with the referee, and there will be no recourse. Grand Rapids will make a late change here. Still no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Thunderhawks have come close twice.
Interesting putting this line out against Plant line.
This line has been, I think he's trying to free up that first line a little bit.
Get him some space.
Yeah. And this is a good checking line and a good skating line. There's no reason to worry about this line, I don't think. I like this line out against a fast line. They're a little more physical than the Grand Rapids first line.
Let's see if he keeps using it, gets the last change here.
Because he certainly did do this for the matchup. He did it with the last change. Having the Sturl line out against, well, this is actually the second line here, Bloomdahl. So now the second lines are matched up. As the puck comes around to the far side to Carlson. Carlson trying to get the puck out to center. Stopped there by Easton Young, but the puck taken away from Young. Partial 2-on-1, and the shot just wide comes back out front. And that was a dangerous rush for Hermantown. Now DeMars tries to power his way down the boards. He's stopped at the half wall. Kerr comes back the other way, waits just long enough, gets in onside, comes in on the backhand, able to get it out in front of the net off its moorings. You know, I'm serious, if you're J.J. Kerr, you go to your line mates and say, would someone please crash the net? I worked my tail off to get that puck in front of the net.
Well, and Sturl was heading right to the area where the puck came out at, and then at the last second he cut more to the slot area, and the pass just missed him.
Third line's out there now. This is the Rother line against the Mortensen line. As the puck bounces past Bauer Murphy. Murphy able to recover, gets back, shoots it back deep into the Hermantown zone. 7:23 to go, no score. First period action. Henke back to the point. Kept in by Bauer Murphy. He just shoots it into the corner. Hayden Davis gets it to Henke. Henke turns, shot right on. And Callaway makes the save. Hayden Davis and who is that? Number 16? Mason Sunbohm exchanging pleasantry, or no, 36, not 16.
Okay.
Nolan Barker exchanging some pleasantries. To the point, shot doesn't get through, puck still sitting in the slot. Henke tries to backhand it toward the net, and getting it is Peterson. Peterson moves it up to the near side. Thunderhawks pick that up, and trying to go in is Mortensen. Mortensen behind the net. Henke backhands it to the point. Morquay tries to move it down low. Mortensen turns away from pressure, gets it to Morquay. Morquay has some room. Shot, goal! Red Morquay picks glove side on Callaway. It's 1-0.
He got the puck, he looked a little bit, he moved it just a little bit, and then ripped it right over the glove, like you said. That was a beautiful Ren Morquay goal.
His 7th of the year. That puts him to 30 points on the year, and the Thunderhawks a 1-0 lead. You know, as I was watching the third line out there, and obviously it's a defenseman that gets the goal, not the line, but I think Grand Rapids' depth is showing up here. Their second and third lines have been markedly better.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and hopefully they can keep those matchups going the way they want.
And the first line's been hanging on a little bit because Hermantown has a darn good first line. Morquay with the goal. He'll pick up the assist as Del Greco. Del Greco comes down the line, gets it to Drotz and then to Caden Nelson on the far side. Thunderhawks lead 1-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Thunderhawks can't keep it in as it comes rink wide to Hansen. Hansen has Kohanski going with him. Now turns. Kohanski in the corner, gets it to Max Plant. His centering pass blocked, and the Thunderhawks come out with Garrett Drotz. Drotz back checking his Zamplant. Drotz still after it, stops behind the Hermantown net, now drives into the corner, puts it behind the net for Nelson. Nelson tries to get away from Zamplant behind the net. Del Greco will find a little bit of room, get it back to Stauffer. His shot doesn't get through, rebound. And that was Drotz taking a whack at it. And now the puck out to center. Here comes Kohanski. Has a player coming in front. Nice job by Stauffer to cover the trailer. Now the Thunderhawks pick it up with Morquay. Goal scorer for the Thunderhawks. Morquay comes in. Centering pass. Shot right on by Kerr. Nice save by Callaway.
No, the defenseman took that.
Did he?
Look at him limping.
Ooh, yes, he did. No question where that hit. I thought it got all the way through to Callaway.
He took it right on the inside of that upper pad.
He is. And that is number 22, George Peterson, as the puck slides in on Gunderson, and he'll hold it for the faceoff. 4:50 to go. First period. Grand Rapids leads 1-0.
Sheldon, does the name Bo Janzig sound like somebody we've been calling since he was in 9th grade?
I think so.
I
think so.
For sure. He's been around forever.
Bloomdahl and Henry Sturl to take the face-off. It's won by Bloomdahl in the Grand Rapids zone. Trying to cut out in front, goes behind the net. That is Carlson. Back to the point. That shot blocked by Henry Sturl. Now Sturl, overskates it for a moment, but now he heads up ice. Nice pass ahead to DeMars. DeMars goes after it with Olsen covering him behind the net. Now Henry Sturl. Sturl overskates it in the corner. Fights for it along with Bloomdahl. Dug out now by the Thunderhawks. DeMars looking for some room, has a little bit of it. Can't get the shot off, but he'll go back to Easton Young. Young, his shot right on, rebound covered by Callaway. Came loose for a moment, but Callaway swallowed it up. 4:04 to go. Grand Rapids leads 1-0. After the first, 3 minutes of this game, when Hermantown put 3 shots on net, and seemed like the quicker team. Rapids has dominated.
Been down here all the way on our right side. They're going north, the Thunderhawks are. Left to right. On your screen.
Headed toward Marcel.
Up to God's country, Sheldon.
There you go. Shot right on. Pad save by Callaway. Hayden Davis fighting forward in the corner along with Rother. Puck comes to the half wall as Hermantown will get it out to center. Here comes Thomas. Thomas chases it in. Centering pass. That goes behind Nolan Barker. And here comes Hayden Davis. Has Henke trying to go with him. Davis goes around behind the net with Hansen. Puck comes right out in front. And Callaway had to be careful there.
Sheldon, I didn't know if you heard, but it was Morquay's goal with Henke and Mortensen got helpers on that first goal for the Thunderhawks.
I believe this is the 3rd game back for Henke. He came back in the Andover game, and I believe that's his first point since he's been back. But he's played well every game. He just
that first night he was out there. I couldn't remember him being anywhere because I hadn't seen any games that he was in.
I think he's fully recovered from mono.
Sure seems to be.
Puck comes to the point, kept in twice there by Morquay. Now it's chopped out to center, down the ice, and they say icing, and I say Caden Nelson. I nominate you for an Oscar.
It was a good decision. Good decision. Shots on goal, 8-3. 1-0 Thunderhawks.
Face-off will be to the right of Dane Callaway. Plant and Del Greco on the face-off. It'll be won by Plant. Back to Hansen as the Hawks out to center ice. Almost played with a high stick, but they say that's good. Zam Plant now back to the point. Goes far side to Hansen. Hansen's shot right on, and that's off the deflection. Nice save by Gunderson. Now to the far side. Hansen again. That shot doesn't get through. Thunderhawks try to clear it. They will down the ice to Hansen. Hansen back up the boards. Thunderhawks almost got caught with too many men. And a centering pass. That's kicked aside by Gunderson.
He looks a little hurt.
Oh, he has a stick in his midsection. That's Caden Nelson, and he does look like he's a little slow getting up. Puck, I think he got that stick dug right into his midsection. Now here's Hansen. Hansen gains the Rapids blue line. Stopped there by Sam Sturl. Justin Kerr tries to go past Hansen. He's stopped. Henry Sturl carries on. Oh, hard centering pass, and that centering pass had some sauce on it.
Almost a shot.
Yes, it was. And maybe if Hayden DeMars played baseball in the offseason, he would have been able to hit that. But as it was a swing and a miss. 2:05 to go, period one. And Grand Rapids a 1-0 lead on a Morquay goal. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks.
Referee's doing a little conversation with Miles Gunderson, asking him what happened on that. They almost distracted him on the faceoff here.
Puck behind the Grand Rapids net as it comes to Carlson. Carlson picks it up, comes for the wraparound, and Gunderson holds the post on that, and the puck up into the crowd.
Did you think that Gunderson forgot? He had the post and he had the puck, and it was almost like he forgot that it was still sitting there free.
Grand Rapids will send out the Mortensen line. And again, I don't know, Chido's not matching up 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 all the time. He sends out the third line against the number 2 line for Hermantown. Of course, this third line is the line that's +1 tonight. As Mortensen gains the blue line. Mortensen goes wide against Esterbrooks. Taken down behind the net. Back to the point to Stauffer. Stauffer looking for the tip by Mortensen. That doesn't get on net. Out to center ice as Mortensen clips it in and goes after it. Comes back out. Here's Bloomdahl. Bloomdahl avoids a Caden Nelson check.
Where's the puck?
And Nelson had the puck caught in. He knew it was in his uniform, didn't he?
He started to head up rink with it, and everybody else was looking around for the puck.
And then it dropped out, but they said, little too long in the uni there, my friend.
Solid check by Hayden Davis on the far side in front of the Hermantown bench.
He is a strong young man. It's fun to see him starting to play that way.
It
He's
stopped
an
the
11th
play.
grader.
What? It stopped the play and
yes,
went back the other way.
Plant and Del Greco on the draw. That's won by Plant behind the Grand Rapids net. Now picked up by Easton Young. He'll flip it out to DeMars. DeMars goes wide. 3-on-3 break. Quick shot. That got right on net. And Callaway had to be quick and had to be good with the rebound because who was there? Our friend Caden Nelson.
Del Greco did a nice job of bringing it in, getting it to the outside and then to the front of the net.
Del Greco's and Plant again on the draw. And Plant wins that, but he pulls it right back to his goaltender, who will hold it for the faceoff. 9-4 shots on goal. Grand Rapids in the lead there, and in the lead on the scoreboard, 1-0. Again, 1 to Bo Janzig. Puck now in the corner. Thunderhawks get it out front. But the puck now comes out to center. 42 seconds left as Easton Young. Young, quick cross ice pass to Morquay. His pass hits a shin pad. Now coming out to center, gaining the line is Del Greco. Del Greco turned aside by Janzig. Puck comes around to Morquay. Morquay just moves it in deep. Drotz fighting for it behind the net. Hansen, Janzig, and Caden Nelson there as well. Caden Nelson wins it, but his pass back to the point was a little tough, and Morquay kept it in but couldn't control it cleanly. 6 seconds, puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone. This should do it for the period as Easton Young just flips it behind the net, and the first period comes to an end. I forgot to remind everyone that first period video was brought to you by Roth RV, and they carry large inventory of travel trailers and toy haulers, plus ice and fish houses, enclosed-end utility trailers from Mission Cargo, Forest River, Force, J.B. Lund, and many more. Thank you to Roth RV for bringing you first period video. We'll take a break and come back to talk about it. Thunderhawks lead 1-0, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, this is Nate Lloyd, Vice President of Business Banking at Grand Rapids State Bank. For the past 18 months, the majority of my time has been spent helping businesses navigate the pandemic with PPP loans and other creative financing. Our constant focus on customer service helps us build and maintain long-standing relationships, and our customers know they can count on us to help at any time. I am proud to work for a customer-focused community bank. Grand Rapids State Bank, this is my community and my bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Scott at Mackley Auto Repair, reminding you it's the perfect time of the year for an alignment. It not only helps with tire wear, it also helps with how your car handles and performs. We have the latest equipment, so call us at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work in a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
It's a Wednesday favorite, the Timberlake's Pasta Bar. Join us Wednesday evenings at the Timberlake from 5 to 8 p.m. The pasta combinations are almost endless. Create your own pasta with over a dozen different ingredients, homemade sauces, and pastas. Please call 326-2600 to reserve your spot. It's delicious and exactly what you want. The Pasta Bar, every Wednesday at the Timberlake.
Hi, this is Bauer Murphy with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
1-0 Grand Rapids after a period of play. It has been a good period of hockey. You would have to say, especially lines 2 and 3, Grand Rapids has had by far the better of play.
Yeah, it's been a really good period of hockey for Grand Rapids. I would bet in the locker room, coaches are very seldom happy, so there's probably something that they're talking about, but I thought they did everything pretty well. They kept a lot of offensive possession down here in their end. Not an incredible number of shots, but still got some opportunities, and the other way, maybe a few loose pucks were about the only scare down on that end.
And one with about 15 seconds into the game, or 5 seconds in, turnover, and that was probably the best save Gunderson had to make in the first period.
And like you mentioned during your play-by-play, that I think it was 3-0 shots on goal in favor of Hermantown, and it's 9-4 is what it's sitting at. So Grand Rapids obviously took some control of that and kept some pucks down in the Hawk zone.
We'll take another break and come back with our between period summary with our Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan between period summary, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Infinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager.
Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2022 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport Marine, where your passion is the water.
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli. And if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. And for more information, you can check us out at SpartanDeli.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Penalty on number 16, 2 minutes for slashing.
Coach, it's all tied up. What should we do?
Okay, let's set up a solid income plan with great diversification and an intelligent withdrawal rate. Come on now, let's crunch those numbers and get that goal. For winning guidance with your retirement game plan, give the coaching staff at Claremont Financial Advisors a call to put together your winning play.
Now in front, shot, they score!
Hi, this is Blaine Mortensen with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Between Period Summary brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer & Jan Law Office, serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Thunderhawks hockey team, wishing them a winning season. What have you got, Thomas?
Well, let's start with the fact that there was absolutely no penalties in spite of the brisk pace to the game. Physicality wasn't huge. Grand Rapids threw some body checks here and there. Shots on goal were 9-4 in favor of Grand Rapids. And here's the goal. Morquay got it, 6:38 left. And Henke and Mortensen, even strength goal to make it 1-0. That's how we stand.
Shot attempts, 19-13, Grand Rapids. Blocks, 6 for Rapids, 5 for Hermantown. One of those Hermantown defensemen would love to give back. Face-offs, 15-8 for 65%. Scoring chances, 3 apiece. I would have thought maybe a little higher. That's for Grand Rapids. And Grand Rapids, says Marr, 14-1 when scoring first, 9-3-1 in their home whites. So that all bodes well.
He's always got those extra helpful tidbits.
1-0 Grand Rapids after 1. That's your between period summary, brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer & Jan Law Office, and proudly supporting the entire Thunderhawks hockey team, wishing them a winning season. One more break. We'll be back with second period action on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together, because it's your chance to show what you're made of, and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like nowhere else. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Make Nooch's in the Corner your main stop before you head out on the lake. They'll come out and top off your truck with fuel and get your propane tanks filled so you stay warm out there. It's easy to get in and out with your trailer. Don't forget to check out their old hickory buildings and sheds. With 10% down, you can get your building by spring. It's not just any old building, it's an old hickory building. Stop in at Nooch's in the Corner at the intersections of Highways 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
What do you find in a Sammy's Pizza Kitchen? Our family recipe sauce with a secret mix of seasonings. Dough made fresh each morning, crimped into the perfect crust. Specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, all making up our famous bite-sized squares. We're cooking up experiences that bring together family and friends to create lasting traditions. Visit us at 802 South Pokegama Avenue in Grand Rapids or order online at sammyspizzagrandrapids.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Windshield wipers dry out, crack, and leave streaks. It's time to replace them. Purchase 2 Bosch Focus Maximum Performance wiper blades and save $15 after mail-in rebate. Save $4 on Trico rear wipers for your SUV or minivan. Free installation on most models. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Hi, this is Ron Morquay with the Thunderhawk Hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Both teams back out on the ice, and a big cheer for the Thunderhawks as they hit the ice. I don't know if that's their best period of hockey, but against a top-level team like Hermantown, that was pretty darn good. I would say that may have been the best period combined from the second and third lines.
That could be true because they really are controlling play down there. And it's not even just on the outside. They'll work it back to the D and get some shots from there, looking for a lot of deflection so far tonight. And then, of course, the one goal was pure. That was right in there, a wrister right to the rope.
That absolutely true. And it seems like the first line for Grand Rapids is being played, that's a pretty even matchup, and Grand Rapids will take that.
I was just going to say that's not bad when you're matching up against the caliber of the, because I'm sure both the plants will be going on to play. You already mentioned one at UMD, yep. And I'm sure
the other one will probably go there too.
Probably so.
maybe Max will want to carve his own spot and go to, St. Thomas or something.
Wouldn't that be kind of neat? Bemidji State. Go up there and become a line mate of guy or.
That Hermantown pipeline that seems to go.
That's what I was trying to look at.
Yeah, Dante. That seems to, that Hermantown pipeline that seems to just run right to UMD probably. I don't think it'll break anytime soon.
I think I saw Biondi on the Hermantown again.
Yeah, he is. And we are underway in second period action as the puck slides into the Grand Rapids zone. Back to get it is Easton Young. Young puts it off the boards, gets just out to center. Nelson puts it ahead, and now picked up by Hansen. Hansen tips it to Kohanski, who goes in after it. Young takes him into the boards. Now Plant bodied off the puck. That's a nice job by Joey Del Greco. Now here's Drotz. Gets it played back to the point to Del Greco. Del Greco works his way down low. Back to the point to Morquay. Morquay quickly to Easton Young. His shot, he was looking for the tip.
He was looking for Drotz coming in.
And Drotz just couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now a centering pass bounces in front. Comes back to the point. Here's Easton Young. Young back to Morquay. Morquay takes his shot. That changes directions. Goes right to the post and stays out. Morquay takes a little bump on Kohanski. Now here comes Sturl, who maybe got away with an offside. And the puck back outside the zone. Hansen does it again as the Thunderhawks stop that at center ice. Here comes DeMars. Shot, goal! Oh, what a snipe by Hayden DeMars. Roots at blocker's side on Callaway. It's 2-0.
That was just an incredible shot by DeMars. And we know he can shoot, but that had some precision as well as power. Holy cow.
And he was not on the off wing and still picked the far side.
Right.
Right-handed shot coming down the right side and put it over the right shoulder.
I don't know what
of Callaway.
I don't know if anything was said, but he lined up again, DeMars, after that wrister next to the Hawk next to him. I hope he was saying, how'd you like that one? Because he did look at him and say something.
You might as well. 2-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. What a shot.
Jeez.
Thunderhawks lead 2-0. Back to the point. Stauffer keeps it in. Stauffer has it come off his stick back to Kerr. Now DeMars tries to work it down low. DeMars fights behind the net. He's taken into the boards. No call there. These referees are letting him play. Now here's a 3-on-2 for Hermantown. Bloomdahl.
Offside.
Offside.
I thought I saw that, and everybody just kept skating. I didn't hear any whistle. Did you?
I did not hear a whistle. But there must have been one.
Must have been one. Let's think. Grand Rapids Dental Care. Nooch is in the corner. Mackley Auto Repair. Edge of the Wilderness. Lakes and Homes.
Thunderhawks lead 2-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Cross ice pass doesn't get through to Davis. And Rother works his way back into the Grand Rapids zone. Grand Rapids fights for it. Comes just outside the zone. And Hermantown hasn't cleared the zone yet, so Grand Rapids will get a free clear on this. Going up the boards, gets past Henke on the far side. At the line, comes back to Henke. Henke looks up the middle, has Davis. Davis comes in, and Callaway will hold it for the faceoff.
Yeah, Davis just inside the blue line, tapped it through the D, and just tapped it a little too far. Couldn't get to it for the goaltender.
But an offensive zone face-off. Again, it'll be Zamplant and Del Greco. Face-off, fought for. Caden Nelson has his stick flipped well into the corner. Now here's some room, shot right on, and goal.
They're saying in.
Oh, Gunderson thought he had it. It trickled through and got in.
And that was Zamplant taking that shot.
And Zamplant will get credit for the goal. His 16th of the season. Thunderhawk fans think that should have been waved off. Referees are talking about it. Referee emphatically pointing toward the net. Red light came on.
I'm going to stop writing, though, just in case.
There is a discussion going on.
I'm surprised they're doing it with the Rapids players as close.
Yeah, well, they're not over in their little corner.
Right, they're not in the referee zone.
So we will see right now.
It's going to be hard to wave that off.
I don't think they wave it off. Unless another referee saw something significantly different. Because I guess what I'm saying is in real time, the referee closest to the net emphatically called it a goal.
Yep.
And so that's what I'm saying will remain a goal.
And it took a little while. I did not hear a whistle.
But of course, we haven't been hearing whistles all night.
Right. So you wonder if another referee is saying, I blew the whistle before you signaled the goal.
You know what I see? I see Marv Burt is watching our YouTube replay.
Right. Can you see from here? What?
No, I can't see from here. They're going to wave it off? Wave it off! Oh, my!
The coach isn't too pleased with that, which I can sure understand.
I can understand that as well.
I wonder if you got any sort of an explanation why.
Well,
the players are not.
His captains will get an explanation.
Right.
But somehow, the referee closest to the play was overruled. Or he changed his mind.
Or he changed his mind. That's what it seems to be.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Boy, last couple of weeks, we've seen some weird things happen. That
And now
shot.
Patrick Andrews is going to get an explanation. It is still 2-0 Grand Rapids.
Right.
I want an explanation now.
Yeah.
Bay will give me one after the game.
Yes, he will.
And he will be very confident about his explanation. That's what I will say.
And it doesn't look at the other ref besides Bay that's doing all the conversation with Andrews.
But it was Bay that called the goal,
yeah,
right?
he was the one behind the goal line there.
Hermantown back to the point on the faceoff. Shot goes off a stick and into the rafters. Don't go hitting those rafters too much. They're not that strong here.
That's right. The sign's up all over the rink. You're entering a safe zone.
An unsafe zone. Watch it. Off the faceoff, puck behind the Grand Rapids net as Thunderhawks will flip it out to center. Janzig back to get it. Del Greco almost picks his pocket. Drotz almost keeps it in, can't do it as Max Plant gets it into the Grand Rapids zone. Out to center, stopped there by Peterson.
Oh.
Now Janzig gets it to the Grand Rapids line, no farther. Oh, Zamplant almost picked that one. There's been about 4 plays both ways where it was almost a turnover that cost you.
Well, and he's awfully good with his stick. He knows how to put it in the right spot at the right time. You know, Joey Del Greco does everything. And we've even seen him throw a couple body checks tonight. I just love it that he does everything you're asked on the rink.
Well, and what a great check on Zamplant
Right.
to clear the zone here earlier in this period. I just love that play. Just pinned a Plant up against the boards, didn't let him get to the puck, and then Grand Rapids was going the other way. Thunderhawks, DeMar is trying to work in, can't take the puck with him, and now the puck flipped into the crowd. Someone must have made a good catch.
Must have. He's getting some congratulations over there.
Face-off will be to the left of Dane Calloway. 2-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Thunderhawks win that one cleanly. Back to the point as Sam Sturl tries to work his way down the wall. Now DeMars goes after it. DeMars behind the net. He's taken into the boards by Hansen, but keeps the puck, goes behind the net. Tries to go out front for Sturl, and that's knocked away.
Boy, would that have been pretty if it worked.
It almost did. Long shot right on, and Gunderson will glove it and hold it for the save. 12:55 to go. Lengthy delay on the discussion about the goal, non-goal. Ended up being waved off, and Grand Rapids leads 2-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
After the explanation from the ref, the Hermantown coach, he quieted down quite a bit, so maybe he bought it.
You think? Nope, I don't. I think he just knew he couldn't do anything.
Nothing you can do.
Thunderhawks get it to Davis. Davis takes a bump. Puck still at the red line. Squirts free. And with a little bit of room is Veu. Veu stopped at the blue line. Thunderhawks clip it in. Back to the half wall. Davis shoots it back down low. Mortensen tries to come out front. Goes just past Kyle Henke and out to center. Sturl. Back in. Oh, Calloway awkwardly tried to play that at the side of the net. That would have been embarrassing.
That would have been embarrassing.
And it almost was. Had his trapper turned the wrong direction, and it bounced just wide of the post. Back behind the net, Calloway leaves it there. Long pass out to center, just tipped in by Bloomdahl, and Gunderson leaves it there. Around the boards to Drotz. Drotz to Del Greco. That was not offside. I'm sorry.
If it was with Del Greco, maybe, but
it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't after that.
No.
And that's when they blew it. They said it came back out against Drotz, and it did not. But the faceoff will be outside of the zone. Referees can miss a call here and there. Puck still fought for. And finally picking it up. Centering pass, shot, nice pad save by Gunderson.
Going one way, stuck the leg out the other.
Drotz gets it into the zone, but no farther. Max Plant stops. Now to Zam. Zam on the backhand. Oh, what a creative player. That's fun to watch. Now back to the point. Kept in by Hansen. Hansen goes to Janzig. Janzig, the shot. Nice block by guess who? Caden Nelson.
Right down on a knee.
Now Drotz to Del Greco. Tries to pinch past Hansen. That doesn't work. Thunderhawks trying to apply the forecheck. That's dug out, and here comes Zam Plant. Plant gains the blue line. Drags. Tries to center it. Ooh, that almost bounced in on the short side off a Grand Rapids skate. Turned aside by Gunderson. Wasn't going fast, but it changed directions a long ways. Thunderhawks trying to move it up the boards. They lead by 2. Shot. Oh, and that hurt. Backhand shot. That's a save. Who is that down on the ice struggling to get up? That's Morquay. Long shot gloved and held by Gunderson, and Morquay still down.
Looks like he took it somewhere in the midsection here.
I would say he will be fine in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to wear protection there, but it's not perfect. Oh, we'll just put it that way. And Morquay, who I believe has caught a little bit in baseball, will make his way to the bench. He's felt that before.
I have a little conversation with trainer Kevin Friesen over there.
I was just waiting, hoping he wasn't holding a knee or something.
Right.
He was not. As, really not offside. Out in front, Callaway flips that to the side. And now we'll have a whistle and an interference call.
Our first penalty.
Whoa. We've gone a long time without a penalty call, and now the Thunderhawks will get a power play, a Grand Rapids Police Department power play, and the Grand Rapids Police Department reminds you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. Thunderhawks 34.4% on the power play, and Hermantown an 89% penalty kill. Back to the point to Young. Interference call on Janzig. As Easton Young cranks up a one-timer that ends up going into the netting after a Callaway save. Thunderhawks out shooting Hermantown 13-7, leading 2-0, and on the power play on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Off the face-off, Plant. He can't get it out, and we're going to have an even-up penalty.
Oh.
And we may get another one.
Nope.
Nope, they're not going to call the other one. So Grand Rapids will take a penalty. Hayden DeMar's going after taking down Zam Plant. That's a tripping call. He may have embellished that a little bit, we'll just say. He got taken down as he was, after the play, just kind of skating slowly behind the net. But I think that might have been embellished just a bit. What do you think?
You know, a toe drag works really good at that point to take a guy down suspiciously.
True enough. So we skate 4-on-4 now as Del Greco chases a puck out to center, gains the line, goes down low, taken away by Hansen. Now Zam Plant picks it up. Plant gets it out to Kohansky. Can't control it. Now Easton Young will. Easton Young jumps into the rush on the far side, has the puck taken off his stick. Garrett Drotz tries to dig it out. Now Kohansky for Hermantown. He'll find Janzig. So that wasn't Janzig in the penalty box.
Was.
Because he's out playing now. Now here's some room coming in. Shot. Saved by Gunderson. Cut off the short side nicely.
I have 2 12s on my roster, and one of them's Janzig and one of them's Olsen.
Olsen then is in the box. Janzig is 13. As J.J. Kerr works his way down low, working against Janzig. Now Hansen puts it back and out to the point to Carlson. Carlson moves it up the boards. Sturl takes his man into the boards. Centering pass doesn't connect. Now here's Henry Sturl. Sturl to Sam Sturl. Doesn't connect. Coming the other way is Max Plant. Plant. Centering pass. Shot. And Gunderson, I think, got over for the save. Now a shot from the point blocked, and Sam Sturl picks it up. Shoots it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on the Thunderhawks. I'm going to give Gunderson the save of the game on that 2-on-1. That was a nice save coming across the net, and brought to you by M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, it's M&H Convenience Store. It's the place to stop. You can save 5 cents per gallon when you pay inside. Face off to the right of Gunderson. Dominic Thomas and Blaine Mortensen on the draw. And Thunderhawks shoot it down the ice.
We thought they were back to full strength, I think.
Well,
was within second, but
it was by the time they blew the whistle.
Yes. Yeah, he started to come out after the puck got down.
Yep.
Down on the icing.
I was watching the clock. It went 0 as the puck went through the faceoff circle. Janzik goes far side. Short power play for Hermantown as the Thunderhawks look to clear it. Oh, unable to there. Puck still at the line. Thunderhawks back at full strength. Thunderhawks just left their, part of their third line out there. Has the puck behind the Grand Rapids net. Easton Young, he's taken down. To the half wall, here comes DeMars. DeMars tries to power his way down the boards, still working for it, able to get out in front, and the puck actually bounced off of Janzig's skate and goes just wide.
DeMars tries that a lot, and boy, he sure gets away with it. He gets to the net.
Did that time.
Yeah, he just works hard all the way through.
Janzig circles in the Grand Rapids zone. Comes to Peterson. Peterson's shot, that's blocked by DeMars, or by Davis. Now Peterson again, that shot. I'm not sure who got a piece of it, if it was a defenseman or Gunderson, but it stayed out of the net. And the puck now flips into the Grand Rapids bench. 7:13 to go in what seems like a second period that's taken forever. Thunderhawks lead 2-0.
Yeah, it has been kind of a little bit slower. Midland Title is a sponsor that we'd like to thank, as well as Guy Claremont, the Motor Shop, the Timberlake, Grand Rapids General Motors, and the Grand Rapids State Bank. These are the sponsors of the Thunderhawks on J105.
Grand Rapids wins that draw cleanly, comes back to Stauffer. Stauffer, rink wide to Sturl. Touch pass through center ice, trying to drive in is DeMars. He's turned away nicely by Olsen. On the far side, DeMars takes his man hard into the boards. Thunderhawks keep it in. But now it comes out to center. DeMars, he's been like a bowling ball out there.
Well, he's going to leave his stick down in their zone. Ran into a player in front of the net. I actually think that he lost his stick, but the other player got the worst of it.
I agree. Icing call on the Thunderhawks. And the faceoff will come back in the Thunderhawk zone. I was just going to say, I don't think we've seen Morquay since he took the puck to the midsection or just below the midsection. He's out there now. Good to see.
Yeah, and I've been kind of trying to watch when I remember 22. I don't know if he's returned for Hermantown.
I believe he did.
You've called him?
Yep, I think I've called him once. Thunderhawks get it into the zone, shoot it in deep. Drotz tries to go out front to Del Greco. That doesn't connect. Del Greco fans on a centering pass, and here comes Kohanski out to center. Kohanski plays it through nicely. Centering pass. Thunderhawks fighting for it, and will pick it up. Still in a dangerous spot, but now Del Greco gets it out to Nelson. Nelson, drop pass to Del Greco. Far side shot, and Drotz has that blocked off his stick. Now a long shot right in front. That was, and the shot goes wide by Drotz. That was Del Greco fighting in front. Now Drotz tries to bank it off the goaltender. That doesn't work. Puck finally comes out to center, and Thunderhawks will touch it. Caden Nelson knew he wanted to change. Right. He was gassed. He touched the puck on purpose, and then the whistle didn't blow the whistle right away. He looked at the refs and was like, what? I was doing that to get the whistle.
Didn't you see me touch this intentionally here to get a break?
Sometimes that will go all the way down into your own zone when you do that.
Oh, there's 22. Yeah, he has been back out there. Neutral zone faceoff again to center ice.
Really? 5:44 to go, second period. Thunderhawks lead 2-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Bloomdahl avoids a check nicely at center, then picks up the puck. Tries to go backside. That's blocked at the defense, and Sturl gets it out to center. Kerr follows it into the zone on the backhand, turns away from pressure. Kerr's played a great game tonight.
He sure has.
So has DeMars, of course, who has one of the goals. Now Peterson, his pass blocked by the Thunderhawks. DeMars looks out front, shot. Callaway didn't know where it was. There's a big scramble in front. Puck's behind the net. And Nolan Barker and who was that? J.J. Kerr had a pretty good thing going on. Shot right on, and Gunderson way out of his net. He's 2 feet out on top of the crease, cutting down that angle. Nice job.
And that was really great anticipation on his part to get out there, take that shot, and then smother the rebound, because there were plenty of Hawks waiting.
That's confident goaltending right there.
Yeah.
4:57 to go, second period. Grand Rapids leads 2-0. Face off to the right of Gunderson. Mortensen wins that. Markway behind his own net. Still waiting behind the net. Now he'll come out in the middle. Push it off the boards. Davis shoots it in deep. Mortensen after it. He'll leave it go to the far side. Davis tries to keep it in, can't do it. Comes to Morkway, who shoots it in. Callaway stops that, comes to the near side to Kauppinen, who takes a hit from Henke. Mortensen still fighting for it. Mortensen gets it back to Morkway. Morkway walks the line, and on the backhand gets it to Sturl. Sturl, shot. Changes directions, doesn't get to the net. Henke taken down. Centering pass, that bounces away from everyone. Mortensen still fights for it, can't control it, and here comes Rother. Carter Rother out to center ice, stop there. Carrying on is Hansen. Hansen looking for a little bit of room. Centering pass, but no one there. Kept in. Trying to go around behind the net is Vio. Hermantown, half of a line change. As Kohanski tries to go down low, now Zam Plant. Oh, what a job by Del Greco to take that away from Plant. He has won 2 or 3 one-on-one 50-50 battles with Plant in his own zone. Now pass ahead to Drotz. Drotz flips it in behind the Hermantown net. Nelson goes after it there. But Kohanski gets it ahead to Max Plant. Has Zam coming with him. And backhand goes behind the net. Hansen pinches in, keeps it into Max Plant. Plant tries the centering pass, hits the side of the net. Now Zam Plant. Keep my plants straight.
Stauffer doing a nice job there on a poke check.
Easton Young treated rather rudely behind his own net. Now Janzig, his shot hits a skate and goes wide. Thunderhawks will get it not out to center. Nelson now finally pushes it out. And it goes into the Thunderhawks bench. 2-0 Grand Rapids, 2:30 to go in the second period.
7-6 shots on goal in this period in favor of the Thunderhawks. It was 9-4 in favor of the Thunderhawks after the first.
You know, and this game the second period does not have near the flow the first period had.
Yeah,
it's choppier. For whatever reason. Puck out to center ice. Peterson puts it into the Grand Rapids zone. Morkway back to get it. Morkway up the boards to DeMars off his skate. Tries to power his way out. Can't get the puck out. Now Sturl well. Henry Sturl goes to the far side. Little stop and go and gets it deep. Turns back into the corner. Taken into the boards by Peterson. DeMars there as well. DeMars tries to stick handle out front. Gets the backhand toward the net. Back to the point to Morkway. Morkway. Half wall to Kerr, who's pushed off the puck. And the puck comes out to center. That's just... Grand Rapids fans didn't like it, but that's what you call good defense there. Kerr was standing there with the puck. You're going to run over him.
Get him out of the way.
Now Kerr gets it out to center. Morkway will carry on. Tipped into the Hermantown zone. Janzig back to get it against Kerr. Also there is Chase Sams. Out front, shot right on. Oh, what a nice chance for Blaine Mortensen off of a great centering pass. Was that Davis who centered it to him?
There we go.
And that is an offside. Oh, great chance for the third line there. 1:11 to go in the second period. Grand Rapids leads 2-0.
Nice save by their goalie.
It was a good save. Face-off just outside the Grand Rapids blue line. Shots on goal are 17-10. Grand Itasca scoreboard has a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead. Seedings will be out tomorrow. QRF seeded. Grand Rapids expected to be second, although if they win here tonight.
It's not Saturday, it's Friday the seedings come out?
I'm told QRF seeded on the 17th, which is actually 2 days from now, right? On Friday.
Yeah. Thursday.
And a shot doesn't get through as Easton Young cranked it up. Now here's a possible 3-on-1. Zam Plant shot right on, and the save by Gunderson. And Plant holding his helmet. He knew he should have had a better chance than that out of what was going on.
Yeah, he said, the way he grabbed his head, he knows that I put it right into the middle of him, even though Miles came out to cut off the angle and not give him much choice. And then the D dropped down, so he had to put it up because they were skating on the ice. I think that was Morquay and then Stauffer on the back check.
And I give some credit to Stauffer, who busted his backside to get in there and make that 3-on-1 into a 3-on-2.
Right.
36 seconds to go in the second period. Grand Rapids leading 2-0. Big 30 seconds here for Grand Rapids. You don't give up a goal here. It feels really good, doesn't it?
It would hurt.
It would hurt to give one up. You'd still be ahead, but you wouldn't feel like it.
No, any goal scored at the end of a period, especially in a tight game, in the last 30 seconds, that just hurts. So let's not jinx it, Sheldon.
Sam Plant to take the draw, and Grand Rapids sending out the second line against the Plant line. I would say probably their best face-off guy in Henry Sturl.
And, I was going to say.
And now they're going to let Kerr take the draw. Just like the matchup better, but it came back to Hansen. To the point, Janzig, shot. Oh, that was dangerous as Wyatt Carlson ripped one. Did Gunderson get a piece of that with the trapper?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or did he just shoot it over the net? I think Gunderson got a piece of it. Garrett Drotz is a ways inside the line. They wave him out, and Garrett said, but what about him? Plant and Del Greco again. That's won by Zam Plant. Shot! Oh! Deflected off of the skate of a Grand Rapids defenseman and into the net, as Janzig will get credit for that. And sorry about jinxing that. It is 2-1. And that is just one of those dumb goals that sometimes go in. Nothing Gunderson could do about it.
Not on a deflection off your own player.
Right at the edge of the crease, especially. As Grand Rapids tries to get a chance here in the last couple seconds. Puck in the Hermantown zone, and the buzzer, and the second period comes to an end. Hey, I'll let you know who brought you second period video. It was S&S Meats, and they're proudly owned and operated by Brandon and Paul Hager, your butcher shop and convenience store, on-site smokehouse, meat cutting, meat bundles, and so much more. That is S&S Meats. We'll take a break. When we come back, got a special guest, one of my friends from High Falls, coming up to the booth, and we'll talk a little hockey then. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Look no further than Lake Country Power for all your electric water heating needs. Lake Country Power's 8-hour interruptible water heating program is great for homes and cabins. and helps keep your electric bills down with the program's reduced electric rate. Best of all, electric water heating is safe. No flames, vents, backdrafts, or carbon monoxide. No worries. So get with the program and call Lake Country Power today or visit us at lakecountrypower.coop.
At Grand Rapids GM, their philosophy is simple, and that is their customers being completely satisfied, not only in the vehicle, but in their entire experience. Their goal is that you enjoy your buying experience to the point that you feel comfortable in recommending them to your family and friends. Grand Rapids GM is the fastest growing dealership in the Northland and the area's only certified pre-owned GM dealership. Make your next car buying experience an enjoyable one. At Grand Rapids GM, the Car Corner, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
I'm Christina Gallus, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sturl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sturl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sturl at Sturl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Hi, this is Zach Lagergren with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
2-1 Grand Rapids after 2 periods of play, joined by my good friend Michael Bolstad from International Falls. Hey, nice to have you here. It was a nice surprise to see you drive in today. And, you know, not to rub in too bad of memories, but you want to tell me anything about the 76, 77, 78, and 79 banners up there?
No, it's they look good here, though. I became friends with a lot of them. I golf with Gary DeGraio now every summer, 3 times, and Fine and Dorson Anderson, I played with them at Providence, and so me and Bruce Raboyne came to conclude that when we graduate, if we can't beat them, we might as well join them.
There you go. You're not wearing orange, but you're sounding a little orange.
Yeah.
You have any good Kleinendorf stories you could tell on the air?
Scotty. I have stories about Scotty. Kurt was more of a, how do I put it, gentleman.
A little buttoned down.
Yeah. And Scotty was to the point. And,
the free spirit.
I guess the biggest thing I learned from Scott was, he was such a great leader and a great teammate. But I remember going across the ice and practice, and he could have laid me out, okay? And he grabbed me. I was a freshman. He was a sophomore. Again, showing his leadership skills even then. He put his arm around me and he says, "Now, if that would have been the Broncos in Rapids, I would have killed you." And he just said, "Can't do that, bully. You can't go across the middle of the ice like that."
Keep your head
up. So that would be my best story. But enjoying a couple beverages and the bars with him is always good. And just a great person. And God rest his soul, is just an amazing guy.
So here, talking about the hockey we've seen here, and Grand Rapids with a great 2 periods of hockey, and then it all kind of goes away on a bounce at the end. It's one of those hockey puck luck bounces you can't really explain. Goes off of your own defenseman skating into the net. But Grand Rapids has certainly been the better team on the ice the first 2 periods.
I think much better, Sheldon. I was sitting up there with a buddy of mine, Steve Fernaris. I don't know if you know Stevie, but he's a Greenway guy. We're up there talking. I said, it's going to be 4-love after 2. And, man, do I like this Rapids team. I mean, these kids are big. They got 20 and 16, just power forwards. And then those 2D, number 8 and 15, just solid. Good goaltending. I can see why they beat Andover. And I was told Andover would beat Grand Rapids through a couple people I know in the cities. And wow, do I like this team. And
they're deep. All 3 lines go.
All 3 lines. Number 3, who might be their 3rd line center, he skedaddles and get things done. And Francisco and 7, they're cute players, and they move the puck extremely well and handle the puck. But I'm coming away, number 20 and 16, I thought were your 2 best forwards in your first 2 periods.
Yeah, and I thought that's really where Rapids dominated, is once you get that first line off the ice, they have been way better.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a team I'm going to watch the rest of the way. I think they can make a run. Obviously, it's probably them and Andover are the favorites, but Class AA, you can't count anybody out, and there might be a sleeper in there somewhere. But yeah, it's a fun game to watch. I've been, trying to watch Bronco hockey this year, and it's tough, Sheldon, and I just wish our program could get back to what we had in the 70s and 80s as well. But we need some people. If you don't make the Rapids team, you can welcome up international. I want to compliment all your sponsors. I mean, my goodness, I run the radio station up in the Falls. I look at this list, and you got 40 deep, and thank you. I'm going to say thank you to all of them, because without them, Sheldon and Tom here can't go on, and that's great that you guys all support hometown athletics, because that way everybody gets to hear the game. So good job to all your sponsors.
Well, thank you. It's always fun to chat, Mike.
Yeah, wish we had longer, but you got a lot of ads to play.
We got to get through those.
Thank you, Sheldon.
We'll take a break, come back with our Dr. Lee Jess between periods summary, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Midland Title is a proud sponsor of the Grand Rapids boys hockey team. Choose Midland Title to help you stay out of the penalty box with potential title issues. The team at Midland Title is here for all your title insurance needs. When refinancing, buying, or selling your next home, give us a call or check out our website at midlandtitlemn.com. Good luck, Thunderhawks!
Taco Tuesday is calling. Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunchy.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
Roth RV has Ice Trek fish houses in stock. Designed and manufactured in Minnesota's North Country, where they know what it takes to build tough and durable equipment to withstand the worst of winter. The Ice Trek all-aluminum alloy frame is hand-welded at every seam, and with the all-aluminum alloy, there's no rusting and no frame deterioration due to road salt. Ice Trek skids are delivered open shell, which allows custom finishing. Roth RV also has Forest River's Grey Wolf ice fish houses, engineered with impeccable quality, offering a spacious interior to keep you comfortable. Roth RV.
Jeannie Strew of Edge of the Wilderness Realty is ready to help you buy or list your next home. She has the experience needed to bring even the most complicated real estate transactions to a successful close. And her honesty, ethics, and professionalism in the real estate market are second to none. Call Jeannie today at 244-8985 or visit EOWRealty.com for current listings. Love where you live. Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn. Sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
You have a lot of choices when it comes to securing your mortgage. Do you go with the local bank so your money stays in your community? Or do you search for the best interest rate? Of course, maybe you could try one of those trendy internet-based lenders and just get it done quickly. The choice is easy. Woodland Bank offers all of those things. A trusted local partner, the lowest interest rates, and a fast process. So make the obvious choice. Come on over to Woodland Bank and bank easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Justin Kerr with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Between Periods Summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health and proudly supporting Will Stoffer and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. Run it down, Tom.
It was 1-0 after one on the wrister by Morquay from the blue line at 6:38. Grand Rapids went up 2-1.
2-0.
Or 2-0 at 15:20, so just a minute and 40 seconds into the period. DeMars and Henry Sturl on the helpers, and then it was Janzig. I couldn't get the helper on that one. 10 seconds left.
Dallas Vayu and Zam Plant get the helpers.
Okay, so
and Easton Young, one helper he wishes he didn't have.
That's right. And shots on goal in that period were 9-9, and penalties. Each team took a penalty in that period.
And they pretty much offset. They just thought they were offset by a couple of 10 seconds or so.
Yep.
Shot attempts, 11 for Rapids, 16 for Hermantown. Blocks 5-2 Grand Rapids, hits 5-4 Grand Rapids. Faceoffs at 67%. And Marv has scoring chances, 3 for Rapids, 4 for Hermantown. It's just felt like Rapids has dominated more than that. But Grand Rapids 16-2, went ahead after 2, and 4-3 in one-goal games. Thank you, Marv. And Between Periods Summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health and proudly supporting the entire Rapids hockey team and wishing them a winning season. One more break, third period action coming up. Grand Rapids by 1, 2-1 after 2. And you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
The GigaZone Gaming Championship, presented by Paul Bunyan Communications, returns Saturday, March 12th with a Spring Break Halo Infinite 4v4 Mixed Mode Virtual Tournament. It's free to enter, so get your Halo Infinite team together now for a chance at cash and prizes. For more information and to register your team, go to GigaZoneGaming.com. It's the GigaZone Gaming Championship Spring Break Halo Infinite 4v4 Virtual Tournament, Saturday, March 12th, presented by Paul Bunyan Communications.
It's the Taste of the Summer Produce Sale. Hi, this is Kurt, store manager of Super One North. Make sure to stop by our produce department and stock your fridge with fresh fruit. Raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, all on sale, 2 for $6. How about a package of 6-ounce blackberries or a large Dole Golden Pineapple, just $1.97 each. For a special treat, pick up some kiwis, just 66 cents each. It's the Taste of the Summer Produce Sale going on now. Super One Foods, proud to be part of your community.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snow blowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has a sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
And just underway in the third period, puck into the Grand Rapids zone. Grand Rapids leading 2-1. Shot doesn't get through as Morquay goes after it. Back to the point, kept in there. Long shot turned aside by Gunderson. Caden Nelson gets it out to center, goes through most everybody and ends up with Janzig. Janzig clips it back in. Max Plant goes after it against Morquay. Now Zamplant there as well as the puck comes to the near side. Thunderhawks get it out to center. Nelson gets it back to Del Greco, shot right on, and Callaway able to swallow that up and prevent the rebound.
Another fine skill of Del Greco. He's quite a shooter. He does it all. They must have adjusted the shots on goal again. Must have looked at some, because I had it at 18-13 and now it's 18 or 19-18. It was 18-17 to start the period. So they added 4 more to Hermantown shots in the second period.
Stauffer with a shot. That's turned aside by Callaway. Puck goes behind the net and comes up to the half wall. Stauffer keeps it in for a moment. Kerr backhands it down low. Now Henry Sturl. Sturl tries to cut in front. Now back to the corner. DeMars pushes it down low. Now back to Sturl. Sturl turns it at the corner. Now a little bit of room for DeMars. DeMars' shot goes over the net. Don't know if Callaway saw that till last minute. Now Peterson on the far side. Gets it out to center. Puck bounces past Morquay. Sturl back to get it. Rides his man into the boards. Bloomdahl tries to come back to the far side. He's tied up. Davis gets it back to the point. Not out. Shot goes wide of the net. Now Sturl fighting for it there with Wyatt Carlson. Puck comes to the near side. Thunderhawks lead by the narrowest of margins, 2-1 as we start third period action. Sturl flips it up the boards and into the Hermantown zone. Grand Rapids making changes, and it bounces back to Easton Young. Young moves it up the boards. Henke tries to find it, but instead Swenson gets it. Swenson tries to cut through center ice. That's taken away. Thunderhawks looking to find it. They'll get it ahead, and a shot right on. Callaway turns that aside. Davis after it again. Puck, not quite, almost kept in by Mortensen, and now Mortensen will come back in. Mortensen goes down along the boards. Henke fighting for it there. Comes back to the point, shot goes wide, rebounds to the half wall. Another quick shot. That one by Easton Young doesn't connect. Now here comes Barker out to center. He shoots it in at the end of a shift, goes for the change. Easton Young off the boards, comes out to center. Here's Nelson. Nelson tries to stick handle in, goes in hard, shoots it around behind the net. Getting out and keeping it in is Morquay, just coming out of the bench. Del Greco has it poked off his stick by Max Plant and has to retreat for it. Moves it ahead of both Plant brothers, and now beautiful pass from Easton Young ahead to Drotz. Drotz chases it into the corner. Puck comes back to the point. Morquay works it down low, face-off circle, centering pass, and tied up there was Del Greco. Out to center ice as Caden Nelson angles it in. Back to the point. Stauffer. Looking for Nelson. Fanned on the one-timer. Good chance for the Thunderhawks there.
Beautiful pass play.
Will Stauffer put a star around that one. He's had one of his better games today. Usually not noticed as much. He's one of those unsung defensemen as that one from Stauffer hits a stick and goes over the net. Caden Nelson puts it back to Sturl. Sturl out to Stauffer. Stauffer. His shot blocked by Peterson, and Peterson just ices the puck.
That's nice when you can put enough pressure on a team like Hermantown that they got to ice the puck to take a break. So while they're doing that, let's thank Sammy's Pizza, Paul Bunyan Communications, Woodland Bank, CarQuest, Edward Jones Incorporated, as well as First American Title at Itasca County Abstract.
Off the face-off, puck fought for. And it'll flip up into the crowd and right beside us almost.
Wait, people were hopping here. I thought they was coming right at us, Sheldon.
Yeah, I felt it in my feet. It hit the bench just about 10, 15 feet to our right.
Okay.
Face off in the Hermantown zone. Thunderhawks lead 2-1. Out to center ice, Sam Sturl flips it back in. Callaway leaves it there for Estabrooks. Estabrooks, far side, and DeMars cuts that off. Estabrooks again behind his own net. Goes to Janzig. Janzig puts on the brakes, gets it back to Estabrooks. Now ahead to Bloomdahl. Chasing it down is Sam Sturl in his own zone. Sturl circles behind the net. Quick pass ahead, gets it to DeMars, tries to chop it up the boards. Stop there. Over skating it for a moment is Easton Young, and the puck backhanded into the Grand Rapids zone. Now Henry Sturl overskates it for a moment. Kerr carries on. Kerr shot right on, turned aside by Callaway. Now down low. Kerr tries to get it out front. He's stopped. As Henry Sturl takes his man down, long shot in on Gunderson, and he'll smother it for a face-off with Dallas Viu coming in, trying to dig it loose. And 2-1 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. 11:35 to go, third period.
Nice use of that defensive screen on the, was it Sturl shot that just happened down here?
Off the face-off, and taking a little tumble there was Hayden Davis. It's Mortensen to take the draw against Swenson. Puck back to the point. The shot hits the stick and goes wide. Deep in the Rapids zone, Mortensen moves it up to Henke. Henke gets to his forehand, able to get it out to center. Davis had a chance. Boards are rattled down in front of us. Who was the hitter and the hit-E there, Thomas?
Mortensen was the one throwing the check and getting up off the ice. Well, Olsen, I guess. The other number 12 I have on my roster.
Yes, Jack Olsen. Puck at center. Comes into the Grand Rapids zone. Two players fight for it. Mortensen able to just get it out to center ice as Barker puts it back into the Grand Rapids zone. Gunderson leaves it there for Morquay. To the point, kept in by Plant. That was Max Plant. Now the puck out to center. Peterson has to chase it back into his own zone. Gets it to Zam Plant. Plant, forecheck by Drotz. Goes for the long breakout pass to Max Plant, and that's broken up. Easton Young bangs it hard off the glass and gets it out to center. Peterson back to the Grand Rapids line. Del Greco turns in his own zone. Oh, what a play. Max Plant, Zam Plant, now out front, shot goes wide. What a little play by Del Greco. And a shot by Drotz turned aside, didn't get all of it, but Del Greco was completely tied up, just angled the skate and popped it.
Put it right on the tape of Drotz, I think.
Drotz or Nelson, one of the two. Drotz ended up with the shot at the end. Now Plant tries the centering pass, that's turned aside. Good play by Sam Sturl, just keeping the shoulder in front.
Exactly.
Now Caden Nelson tries to spin past on the boards. No one with him as everyone going to the bench on a change. And now Nelson will get to the bench as well, finish the change. Janzig gets a return pass, his shot blocked, still spinning around in the high slot. Now it'll come out to center, Estabrooks. Almost loses it. Grand Rapids just offside.
That was a tough call. Made it from the far side over. I think it was the right call, but boy, that was tight.
Face-off will come back to neutral ice just outside the Hermantown blue line. 9:09 to go, third period. There's been no scoring in the third. Grand Rapids still leads 2-1. Kerr deflects it into the Hermantown zone. To the point, Henry Sturl keeps it in. Puck goes right off the top of the glass, but stays in play. Now here comes Bloomdahl. Near side for Carlson. Carlson chases it deep into the Rapids zone against Stauffer. Trying to dig it out was Morquay, but a spin around shot right on off the stick of Dominic Thomas. And Gunderson right there to swallow it up.
Sheldon, when I mentioned the shots on goal, did you look up there? Because now it's
back to 16. It was 18.
All right, so I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
I didn't see that wrong.
You're not going nuts.
So it really must have been 13 shots on goal total for Hermantown after two periods.
Face off to the left of Gunderson. As Easton Young flips it behind the net to Murphy. Murphy up to Henke. Henke and Grand Rapids, a 1-goal game. They're rolling all 3 lines.
I like it. And they're all doing just enough to clear the zone or put the forecheck on, whatever they got to do.
Well, certainly the second line and the third line both deserve this playing time. So let them out there. Comes to Easton Young. Young looking for the tip, but it goes wide. As Bauer Murphy tries to pinch in, he's taken out of the play. Puck slides out to center. Now here's Easton Young. Young on the backhand. He'll leave it for Murphy, then get it back. Quick pass ahead to Nelson. Nelson, tap pass to Blaine Mortensen. So what's Nelson doing out on this line? Or are we just in the middle of a change that hasn't finished yet?
Yeah.
I think that's what's it.
There they go.
As they finally finish that off. Nelson was the last one out to get off the ice on the last change. He's the first one out on this one. Drotz tries to get it out. Can't do it. Now here's a chance. Crank up shot. Saved by Gunderson off of Hansen. Looked like he was going to take the big slapper, then pulled it back, waited for a lane, and took the snapshot, and Gunderson with the glove.
Yeah, Gunderson made it look easy because everything was in the right position. Him, his glove, and everything. Hey, let's thank Roth RV, Lake Country Power, Essentia Health, and Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment.
Face off to Gunderson's right. Right out in front and picked up by Drotz. He'll go behind the net, then come to Morquay. Morquay off the boards. Oh, nice job by Max Plant to stop that. Kohanski shot. Blocker saved by Gunderson. Nicely done.
Up and out of play, another whistle.
Max Plant, what a sneaky play to keep that in. Grand Rapids thought they had it cleared with one of those quick little touch passes. Video this period brought to you by Rapid Fuel, created to help the community by offering smart, fast, nutritious options for people who are busy living life. Energy teas, healthy smoothies, and protein snacks in the Coldwell Banker building and on social media at Rapid Fuel GR. Puck out to center. It'll slide all the way down the ice for icing. Faceoff will come back in the Grand Rapids zone. 7:15 to go. Grand Rapids still with that 2-1 lead. Boy, you'd love to have another one, wouldn't you?
It would feel better. Just missed on the outlet pass there. I think they tried to catch it on their skate. That wasn't the way to do that one in particular, but these kids are so good, so skilled to move it from skate to stick, glove to stick.
Kerr against Dominic Thomas on the draw, and Grand Rapids wins that one. Off the boards. Oh, Kerr had the right idea. He knew where that puck was going, just didn't quite get there in time.
Yeah.
He had spun and went around the defenseman, but couldn't quite catch up to it.
A rink-wide bounce pass from the opposite corner up to here to the near blue line, and Kerr just about had enough to get there. Maybe a little more angle on the bounce pass, but then that would have been defended by the guy coming over probably.
So we'll redo the face-off to the left of Gunderson. Kerr wins this one again, comes out to center to the point, kept in, or slapped back in by Barker. Now Easton Young. Young, long stretch pass ahead and another icing call. Thunderhawks really going for that stretch pass. Do they believe that they can catch Hermantown pinching in?
You know, maybe with this line matchup, as you've mentioned, number 2 and number 3, Thunderhawks seem to be more powerful, you know, better hockey team, faster. So maybe they're just thinking, we can beat these guys with a long stretch pass and use the speed of, in that case, who was it? DeMars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now Grand Rapids will send the first line out against the Dominic Thomas line. And this face-off pulled back and out to center ice. Hermantown slides it in, and Hermantown will now make changes, get their first line out there against the Rapids first line. They wanted, well, no, they just changed defensemen. I was going to say they wanted nothing to do with this matchup, but it's actually just the defenseman that they changed. Out front, shot! Hits traffic in front. I think that ended up biting Drotz. Now here, and an offside call on Hermantown as they come the other way.
Nice job by the D to do just enough to kind of help create that offside, make the play outside the blue line.
Face-off will be at neutral ice. Thunderhawks now send out their second line again with Henry Sturl coming out, Morquay and Stauffer on defense. And this is against the Plant line. As the puck shot up to center, Janzig back to get it. He'll go rink wide to Hansen. Hansen finds Max Plant, who sweeps it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Stauffer after it. Plant gets it to Zamplant, centering pass, gets it to Hansen. Hansen centering pass blocked. It'll come out to center ice.
Good work by Morquay and DeMars.
Now here comes Janzig. Janzig stick handles all the way in, backhand, and I saw a little black after the puck hit the trapper, but
it was just part of his glove, I think, or the puck bouncing in his glove.
I think the puck bouncing in his glove. He also has a strap that you see. You know, when I watched the replay of that scramble at the end of the Andover game, it looks like the puck goes in the net, and it's that strap on his thumb.
Gotcha.
That flipped back behind the post. Zamplant and Del Greco. Del Greco gets kicked out, so it'll be Caden Nelson. And Nelson wins that draw. Nicely done. That's a hard work face-off win by Caden Nelson. Off the glass, doesn't get out. Long shot right on. And Gunderson will make the save and hold on. 5:44 to go. 2-1. Grand Rapids still in the lead. We've had no scoring, and we really haven't had a lot of scoring chances either way in this third period.
Not in this third
Grand
period.
Rapids has shut this thing down.
If we trust the scoreboard, as far as shots on goal, Grand Rapids has 3 in this period, and the Hawks have 6.
Sounds about right. Icing call on the Thunderhawks. They haven't been taking any chances. Faceoff will come back in the Grand Rapids zone, and we'll have it to the right of Gunderson, right by the scoreboard. 5:36 to go. Thunderhawks still leading 2-1. Thunderhawks win that draw. Morquay behind his own net. He'll put on the brakes. Get it out to the point to Drotz. Now here's Nelson. Nelson tries to fight his way in. Puck goes into the corner. Nelson outworks player for the puck, gets it back to Morquay. Now Stauffer's shot. Going for the tip was Del Greco, but he stopped it. Now here's Plant to Plant. Shot right on, rebound, spin around, doesn't get on net. That was Max to Zam, and didn't get all of it. And the Thunderhawks say, enough of this, we'll just ice it and live to fight another day. 4:58 to go, 2-1 Grand Rapids. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
A lot of opportune sticks by both D and forwards on the Plant brothers there to keep them from getting a real clean shot of any kind.
Face off this time to Gunderson's left. Mortensen to take the draw, going up against Thomas. Thomas wins that one. Back to the point, shot goes wide of the net. Puck bounces off the boards, comes out to center. Mortensen can't find it there. Sturl will follow and put it deep into the Hermantown zone. Ooh, that's a tight icing call.
The linesman waved it off, but the referee on the far end of the rink called it.
I thought Sturl was close enough that his shot carried it over the blue line,
right,
or the red line. But
how many times you see that happen? You know, they release it, and by the time they're finishing, it's across the red line. That's kosher.
They will do the face-off at center ice.
So they must have thought there was a mistake there too.
Sturl to take the draw against Bloomdahl. Sturl wins that draw, back to Sam Sturl. Goes to the far side to Easton Young. Young to Henry Sturl. Henry out to center ice, backhands it in. Thunderhawks trying to apply a forecheck. Hermantown comes out the other way. Here's Veo. Veo working in against Sam Sturl. Sturl takes it away, moves it up the boards. Peterson keeps it in. Bloomdahl and Veo after it down low. Now Bloomdahl puts on the brakes at the blue line, tries to cut back in. Oh, nice job. J.J. Kerr gets it out, and almost getting free was DeMars. Now a turnover, but coming in is Easton Young to take that away. Back to the point, kept in by Peterson. His shot hits a stick and goes wide. Now Hayden DeMars out to center. Kerr reaching for it. DeMars stick handles in. He's on the backhand. Tries to drive in. And a shot, off the post. Henry Sturl says he scored.
Yeah, I thought that was on the inside of the crossbar. And
Whoa.
out.
Sturl was sure he had scored.
He pointed to the ref, said that was in. Ref says nope.
Out to center ice to Del Greco. Now here's Nelson. Nelson out front. Drotz just misses the tip. Back to the point to Morquay. Morquay to Will Stoffer. Stoffer's shot goes wide. He was looking for some tip action, didn't get it. Long shot right on, and Callaway holds on for the face-off. 3:08 to go. A little flurry for Grand Rapids. They needed that. They were kind of holding on a little bit.
Right, and that was the really good line for Grand Rapids. It passes themselves to lots of opportunities.
Del Greco and Zamplant to take the draw to the right of Callaway. Thunderhawks lead 2-1.
Need another one.
As Caden Nelson fighting for it there. And can't move it in closer. Puck comes out to center. Hansen overskates it for a moment, but sweeps it in deep. Gunderson leaves it there, but the puck comes to Max Plant. Plant can't control it. Back to the point. Janzig kicks it toward the net. Stoffer has to chase it behind the net with Max Zamplant after him. Thunderhawks will get it out to center. Oh, Nelson just couldn't quite keep it. Long shot right on by Janzig, and the Gunderson holds that for the faceoff. 2:34 to go, and I don't know that the Thunderhawks are playing defensive shell, but they've just simplified the game this period.
They have, and like on that last one there, we'll take that all day long. A shot from out to, top
unscreened
of the
shot from
circle. Yeah, they'll take that all day long. Gunderson will get them, put them in the glove, and hold on for another faceoff. 2:34 left. 1-goal lead for the Thunderhawks.
Thunderhawks will get it out to center. Sturl chips it out. Second line out for the Thunderhawks. Puck shot back into the Thunderhawks zone. Thomas goes after it against Sam Sturl. Sturl fights for it along the boards, turns away from pressure. Digging it out is Carlson. He puts it out front, but Henry Sturl back checking, gets it to Hayden DeMars. DeMars cuts toward the middle. Hey, he didn't go down the boards. What was with that?
He does both ways, but usually he'll take that board.
Yes, that time he cut to the middle.
Right. Almost made something happen that way, too.
Hansen's shot goes off a defenseman's shin pad. Now a long shot right on. That maybe surprised Gunderson a bit. Got the blocker on it. Under 2 to go. We'll keep an eye on Callaway. Now to the point. Shot right on, and Gunderson will hold on for the faceoff. He's just, I keep watching him. He's such a confident goaltender right now.
Yeah.
And you say, is this the same goaltender we were watching in December? It just doesn't seem like it. He has raised his game in the last 3 weeks.
And I didn't get to see him play much against really good teams in this, like at Giant Classic World. I wasn't at those games. But yes, he's come quite strong as the season wears on, and that's what you need at this time of year.
He's a competitor. Off the faceoff, Drotz will get that out to center. Drotz flips it along the boards, taken down. And goaltender headed toward the bench. Extra attacker on. To the point, kept in by Janzig. 6-on-5 now. Centering pass doesn't connect. Thunderhawks will pick it up with Nelson. Nelson thought he had something working, and instead decided just he was cut off, kind of overskated the puck, and just took the icing and will regroup.
Well, I think he wanted to try and get it over to Drotz. Was that who was going down the opposite side or the far side over there? And when he spun around to do that pass, he just shot it down for icing. Probably not what you want, but again, I think I heard an Olympic coach say any shot that is going at an open net, which that one wasn't, but it was an attempt at that.
Yep.
You know, I'll take it. I don't care if there's an icing.
So the faceoff will be back in the Grand Rapids zone. Did you see who took this timeout?
It was Hermantown.
Hermantown timeout. As the Thunderhawks hanging on to a 1-goal lead. They have done that throughout period number 3.
And Coach Chido looks like he's actually diagramming something up over there. They got the board out.
Interesting.
The players they're sending back out. Minute and 15. Face-off is going to be in neutral zone, right? Or
no.
All the way down?
In the Rapid zone.
Okay.
Where the puck is laying or lying. Is it lying or laying?
It's set down in the center in that dot down there.
Lying, laying, further, farther. The 4 words that I do not know how to use correctly.
Well, and I know
less and fewer I'm good at, but
I have a sister-in-law that was an English teacher. Oh, she used to correct me on my grammar. And sometimes I'd be using a word that I knew what it meant, but I was using it incorrectly because I liked it.
So as you would expect, it's a Zamplant line out. Kohansky, the extra forward is Wyatt Carlson. Janzig and Hansen on D. Grand Rapids send out Morquay and Easton Young, along with the Del Greco line. But they send out Henry Sturl for the face-off. Interesting. Plant tries to get it out front, put back behind the net. Now the puck comes out to Janzig. Shot! Goal. Oh.
I think it was another one of those where Grand Rapids knocked it in.
And Janzig will get credit for this one as well. And we're tied at 2. .104 to go.
Yeah, from what I could see from here, were you able to watch that to see it looked like either the D that was back there or as Gunnarsson swung his stick around
to try to knock it away. He knocked it in.
Knocked it in.
Bo Janzig will get credit for the goal. He has both of them, right?
Yeah, right.
And we are all tied at 2 with 1:04 to go. As Del Greco tries to go wide. We'll get the official announcement. Puck at the point, kept in for a moment. Now here comes Hansen. Hansen goes wide, fans on the shot. Thunderhawks knock it out to center. Janzig now shoots it in. Caden Nelson ahead to Easton Young. Young looked for a drop pass. No one was there. At least he didn't do it blind. Puck slides out to center. And Caden Nelson almost has the referee take it away from him. Easton Young, nice pass ahead to Drotz. 14 seconds left. That pass deflects to the point. Backhanded it down low. 9 seconds left. Tied at 2. Easton Young tries to shovel it down low. And 2 seconds, puck in front. That'll do it for regulation, but we'll get overtime as the Thunderhawks give up a late goal with 1:04 left at Bo Janzig and Hermantown. And we have another overtime game. Thunderhawks in overtime. Let's take a look. We have an overtime loss to Roseau, an overtime loss to Warroad, an overtime win against Eden Prairie, the tie against Hill Murray, overtime loss to Moorhead, and
that should be it. Right?
That would be it.
Yeah.
So the Thunderhawks, I'm going to say 1-3-1.
Oh, that's right. Got the tie in there too.
Yes. 1-3-1 in overtime. And for Hermantown, 1 overtime game for the Hermantown Hawks. That's a win over Warroad 2-1. So they are 1-0-0 in overtime.
I don't have as much faith in the shot board as I normally do because it's been back and forth. And they say, according to the stats, if we do the numbers and the math right, 11-4, Hermantown outshot the Thunderhawks in period 3.
And I would say the Thunderhawks weren't pressing the issue as much that period. But they get burned with the extra attacker. Trying to remember, Roseau scored with the extra attacker.
To tie it up.
Moorhead scored with the extra attacker to tie it up. Hill Murray, I believe, scored with the extra attacker to tie it up. That's my memory anyways, where
That sounds pretty like painful memories I can recollect.
The Rosso goal was 6-on-3, by the way.
Geez, I thought that was Buzzy Christensen standing over here to our left, the former Grand Rapids coach, now standing down there by the penalty box.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen him for a while.
He was from up in your neck of the woods.
Yes, he was. Surprised he's not chatting with Boley.
Probably haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Where's he watching the game from?
He was down on the end, I believe.
Okay. And your connection to him, did you explain that to the listeners?
Well, he was my color guy up in Rapids. He's now the up in the Falls,
right.
And he's now the station manager up in High Falls.
So when we broadcast a game every once in a while up there to, I think I've done it for the Raiders, up to K104.
Yep.
That's the station he's at?
That's the one he's at. He, a few years ago, did the Warroad Rosso swing with me when I didn't have another color guy.
That's right.
Told a lot of Kleinendorf stories that weekend. One person texted me and said, "Come on, get to hockey today. We don't need to hear about the 70s." I said, "Well, other people wanted to hear it."
Yeah.
8 minutes of overtime.
Remember what they say about the 70s. If you remember it, you weren't there.
That could be true. Thunderhawks will go right to left. Plant against Henry Sturl here to take the draw. And Zam Plant wins the faceoff. We're in overtime, 2-2. Long pass ahead, shot right on, and Gunderson makes the save off the slap shot of Max Plant, and he'll hold for the faceoff.
Geez, no penalties in the first period, no penalties in the third period. 2 of them, all in the second. 1 on each team.
Sturl again against Zam Plant. They change defensemen, leave the same forward lines out. Thunderhawks happy to start with their second line against the Hermantown 1. Trying to get a matchup next line change, I would believe. Puck comes up the boards. Kohanski trying to work against Sturl. Thunderhawks will get it out and
high stick.
Played the puck with a high stick.
I don't think it was above the shoulders, but I'm getting old and can't see.
Thunderhawks will now make the change as the Plant line comes out, so the Thunderhawks will take their number 1 line out. No, they won't. They'll take the 3rd line out.
Yes.
Interesting. Puck to the point. Kept in. Sam Sturl in his own zone. Up the boards to Davis. He misses that one. And the puck comes all the way down into the Hermantown zone for icing. It'll come back to the Grand Rapids side.
They were just trying
So is this a little bit of a statement by the coach? Running his 2nd, then 3rd line out in the first 2 shifts in overtime?
Either he likes matchups or
does he,
or he just thinks that this line's really performing tonight.
Or is he maybe not perfectly happy with how the first line is played? I don't know that. Shot doesn't get through. The second one does. Gunderson has to make the save. That one's blocked by Davis, and Davis flips it off the boards, stopped by the referee at center ice. Now up the boards, comes to Easton Young. Young goes rink wide. Henke checked into the boards, and he'll just take that opportunity to get off the ice. Into the Grand Rapids zone. Easton Young tries to find it. Comes back this side to Mortensen. Mortensen with a little bit of room out to center. Mortensen cruises into the zone. Finds Davis and a shot right on. Nice save by Callaway.
Kind of a deceptive pass by Mortensen. Looked like he's going to continue further with it. Nice pass right onto Davis' stick. Good wrister. Good save.
Face off comes to Callaway's right. Thunderhawks now with their first line out. And they'll be out against the Plant line. As Davis tries to work his way through. Up the boards to Kohanski, cut off by Del Greco. Drotz gloves it down, can't get a shot on net. Now here comes Hansen. Hansen, he loves to jump into the rush, doesn't he?
Got some speed too.
Hansen tries to get it in deep. Players fight for it in the face-off circle. Shot comes right on. I thought that was going over the net, but Gunderson gloves it and holds it for the face-off. 6:02 to go. Shots on goal now 26-23. Hermantown tied at 2 in overtime. Del Greco wins the draw against Plant. Up the boards, Nelson bangs it off the boards out to center. Janzik has both goals for Hermantown. Behind his own net, long pass ahead to Zam Plant. Plant tries to work in, and he is ridden off the play by Morquay, and the puck rolls slowly to Gunderson, who holds it for the face-off.
I think Morquay kind of misjudged Plant's speed a little bit there. Had to use a couple extremities to keep him from getting further to the net.
Held him all he could without getting called. How's that?
There you go.
Sterling Thomas wins back to Barker. That shot blocked. Thunderhawks get it out to center. Go far side to Kerr. Now DeMars, who is blasted at center ice. Puck shot back in. That is way offside, right. But DeMars just wanted to get a hit. Thankfully, he didn't really go headhunting, so no.
What the heck?
No penalty call. The goalie was all the way. He thought there was a penalty.
He was in the box.
It wasn't. He's back in. Kerr puts it down low for DeMars. DeMars. Half wall. Flips it back down low. Only person there is Barker. Thunderhawks making changes. Hermantown with the free clear. Tipped into the Grand Rapids zone. Sturl quickly ahead to Hayden Davis. Now Mortensen looks for Davis. That shot goes off of Callaway's pad and gets out to center. Now a little bit of room. Coming in. Shot right on. And Gunderson gets a stick on that. Puts it behind the net. Puck comes in, hits the side of the net. That looked dangerous from my perspective. Now a deflected puck goes behind the net. Mortensen tries to find it there. Henke will bang it off the boards, finally get it out to center. Both teams are tired. Here's Janzik. Janzik, both goals for Hermantown. Goes in deep, loses an edge. Flips it up to the half wall. Nelson tries to get it out. Del Greco will. No farther as Hansen shoots it in. Puck rings the boards behind Gunderson. He'll stop it there. Puck comes to the point. Thunderhawks will get it out to center. But just no flow through center ice right now for the Thunderhawks. Kohanski goes far side for Max Plant. Now back for Zam Plant. Plant retreats. Puts it up to center. Now here's some room for Drotz. Drotz comes in. Shot!
Hey, how about a penalty shot, huh?
I'm watching. That was close. Drotz.
No signal yet.
There is a penalty.
Yes. They're going to debate it, looks like. You know, he didn't have complete control and breakaway, but he had enough, don't you think?
Fans want a penalty shot. All three referees are discussing it. 3:28 to go. 2-2 in overtime.
Geez, there was.
I will go with either call. There it is. Penalty shot for Garrett Drotz. That's close. I was going to say I will go with either call there. It was so close.
Yeah.
I would say a little bit. I'm a little surprised that they'll do it in overtime on that because it was close.
And the only reason
But he had a full step ahead.
Right, is the step, and he kept working the stick, and they kept, trying to hook them, lift it, and do something.
So here we go. We've seen a second penalty shot in 3 games that we've seen. This one for a Grand Rapids win. Garrett Drotz at center ice. Callaway in his net. Here we go. Drotz comes in. He'll go to the right side. Looks for the shot. Save by Callaway. Looking for the 5-hole.
Yeah, tried to sneak it through the 5. Didn't get him to spread the
Didn't really get him to move much.
And that's when that really doesn't work, the old 5-hole. Geez, the shift or two before this, the second line went off. You thought the first line, they started to climb out, and they sent the third line out. So the first line had to climb back the other way. And I thought, well, that's an interesting, they must really like what that third line's doing.
Del Greco to take the draw. It'll be on to the left side of Callaway, who stops the penalty shot by Drotz. 2-2, 3:28 to go. As Del Greco fights his way through, gets a shot off the faceoff that Callaway turns away. Hansen goes up for Max Plant, 3-on-2 possibly. Plant to Zamplant, his shot goes wide. Now centering pass, he's just so creative.
Tried to shoot off the back of the goalie.
Yes, he did. Now Ren Morquay. His drop pass goes right to Kohanski. Under 3 to go. Nice move, 2 nice moves by Janzig. Gets it up for Kohanski. Long shot, hits a stick and goes wide. Thunderhawks move it ahead to Nelson. Touch pass to Sturl. Sturl back to Drotz. Now in front. Oh, and that almost went in off a Janzig stick. Now a long shot. That's blocked at the D. And out to center ice comes Bloomdahl. Bloomdahl coming in on the backhand. Shot right on. Great save by Gunderson. Quick pass ahead, and DeMar says, oh, darn, it was so close, but it gets past him for icing.
Trying that rink-wide pass again, just missed DeMar's. Anytime you can get him free, I don't care if it's 1-on-2, I like his odds.
Faceoff will be back in the Grand Rapids zone to the right of Gunderson, 2:23 to go. Shots on goal are 28 apiece, goals are 2 apiece, no one's left. Faceoff back to the point to Peterson. He'll just clip it in low to Thomas. Centering pass. Ends up back at the point. Now back at the point again. Shot right on. Rebound. 2 saves by Gunderson. Back to the point. Peterson's shot. Another save by Gunderson. And we're going to have a whistle. Interference call on the Thunderhawks. So 2:04 to go. And the last 2 minutes will end up being a holding, they actually call it. Sam Sturl goes to the box. So a power play with 2:04 to go. Kind of hampers your chances at a win, doesn't it? Thunderhawks will send out Del Greco, Morquay, Stauffer, and Drotz.
I missed it, but it must have been an obvious penalty to call it in an overtime game.
Well, they haven't been calling much for penalties. So puck at center ice. Del Greco picks it up. Del Greco almost had it going in. Now here's Zamplant. Works his way out front. Shot. Save. Rebound. Gunderson keeps it out. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, it was actually a rebound that dropped behind him. And
yes, it was.
I don't know if Morquay got to it to put it into Gunderson, but there were Hawks there. I thought they had the best chance, but they didn't get to it.
Face-off will be to Gunderson's right. 1:39 to go in overtime. Tied at 2. Late goal. Tying it up for Hermantown. Off the face-off, Easton Young. He'll slide it around the boards. It'll go out to center ice past Hansen. Plant has to get back to it. Behind the net, Zamplant picks it up again. Plant moves out to center. Goes rink wide to Max Plant. Now back to Zam. Hermantown trying to set up the power play. Plant to Plant. Back to the point to Hansen. Hansen gets it back on the umbrella. They slide it around. Missing on the one-timer was Kohanski. And flipping it out to center and down the ice is Easton Young. Thunderhawks make some changes. Here comes Hansen. 54 seconds. Max Plant on the far side. Shot goal. With 48 seconds left, Max Plant on the power play sends the Hermantown Hawks home victorious as the Thunderhawks Another overtime loss, 3-2. In a game they had in hand, it seemed. And it was Max Plant, right?
Yep.
Picks the short side on Miles Gunderson. We'll take a break, come back to talk about it. 3-2 overtime win for Hermantown. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
A year at S&S Meats in Grand Rapids. Happy New Year.
What a beautiful prime rib.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Honey, you shouldn't have. Look at that New York strip.
For Easter.
Mom, is the ham ready?
Memorial Day.
Pass me some jerky and cheese curds. Let's go fishing.
4th of July.
Throw some more jumbo shrimp on the Barbie.
Labor Day.
Need some more brats here.
Thanksgiving.
Honey, the smoked turkey makes the meal.
Christmas.
Did you get a meat bundle for Dad? He'll love it.
Anytime is a great time to shop S&S Meats. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
This is Scott at Mackley Auto Repair, reminding you it's the perfect time of the year for an alignment. It not only helps with tire wear, it also helps with how your car handles and performs. We have the latest equipment, so call us at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
Affinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli. And if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. And for more information, you can check us out at spartandeli.com.
Hi, this is Kyle Henke with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back to the IRA Civic Center after the Hermantown and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks met in a great high school hockey game. It went to overtime, and it ended with 48 seconds left in the overtime, a power play goal, and one of the suspects was Max Plant getting his 13th goal of the season. You know, Grand Rapids, they had a 2-0 lead at one point in this game. Morquay scored the very first goal of the game, happening with 6:38 left in the first period, and it was Henke and Mortensen on the helpers there. Grand Rapids went ahead by 2 1:40 into the second period, and it was DeMars on that goal with Henry Sturl on the helper. So after 2 periods of play, partway through the second period, it was 2-0 for the Thunderhawks. Shots on goal were 9-4 in the first period, and then even up in period number 2, 9-9 at that point. But it was this goal, I think, that hurt the most. With 10 seconds left in period 2,
Janzig gets the longer shot, and a goal scored, and Vayu and the Zam Plant got the assists on that one, and that made it 2-1 with 10 seconds left in the second period. Let's go to the third period, and that was mostly Hermantown, and they got the goal that tied it up with only 1 minute and 4 seconds left as they pulled the goalie. Janzig gets his second goal in a row, and Kalpanen and Kohansky on the helpers. And then, like I said, the overtime goal scored by Mr. Max Plant at 48 seconds on a power play goal to win the game. And the final score, 3-2. Shots on goal ended up being 32-29 in favor of Hermantown. They outshot the Thunderhawks 8-7 in that overtime period, and they outshot them 11-4 in the third period. Pretty even at 9-9 in period number 2, and Grand Rapids had the power and more shots in period number 1. No penalties at all in the very first period, and period 2 saw one to Hermantown, one to Grand Rapids, nothing in the third, and then the big one called. It was a holding call on Sam Sturl, and came at 2:04, and Hermantown scored that game winner with 48 seconds left. So that brings Grand Rapids' record to 18-6-1. No harm, no foul as far as their placement as we proceed into sections. That's what's going to happen next. Hermantown, again, they won, but they didn't need the win to help their cause. They're already seated number 1 in Section 7 Single A, I'm sure, once it's all said and done. 23-2. 3 minutes left in the overtime. There was a penalty shot, and the Grand Rapids got it this time. Drotz got the opportunity, and he snuck in, tried to go through the 5-hole on Callaway, and that did not work. So we went to continue in the overtime, and with 48 seconds left, that's when Mr. Max Plant got the winning goal. 3-2, the final score on a power play goal. So the Thunderhawks, now they get to rest for like a day or two, and the playoffs begin. The seeding, Sheldon said, I think happens Thursday as far as seeding teams in Class 7 2A. So you've run a long way, Sheldon.
I have. Now how come that seems so much louder than it was during the game? All right, as I'm sure you've run everything down, time for our Dutch Room Mad Dog's Pizza 3 stars, proudly owned and operated by Brandy and Gabe Miskovich, welcoming you in to relax with family and friends. Enjoy the best pizza, wings, and burgers around. What do you got?
You know, I'm working on it again. I always have a hard time with this because I like the play of a lot of players out there tonight. But I think I'm going to go with, I always like to throw a D in there. And so I'm going to go with Morquay on tonight's game.
Had the goal.
And he
played well.
Yep. Had a goal added to his tally for the season. So he's going to be the number 3 star of the game. Joey Del Greco, the number 2 star of the game. And I don't even know if he got on the points board, but I noticed him lots, making lots of nice plays. And I'm going to go again to Miles Gunderson. Even though they end up losing, I'm going to give him the number 1 star of the game. He had more than one very nice save.
Yes, he did. No question about that. Those are your Dutch Room Mad Dog's Pizza 3 stars. You can check out their lunch specials on Facebook. We'll take one more break, come back with our Culver's post-game interview and a final wrap-up from the IRA Civic Center. 3-2 Hermantown in overtime on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Hi, this is Nate Lloyd, Vice President of Business Banking at Grand Rapids State Bank. For the past 18 months, the majority of my time has been spent helping businesses navigate the pandemic with PPP loans and other creative financing. Our constant focus on customer service helps us build and maintain long-standing relationships, and our customers know they can count on us to help at any time. I am proud to work for a customer-focused community bank. Grand Rapids State Bank, this is my community and my bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work in a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
It's a Wednesday favorite, the Timberlake's Pasta Bar. Join us Wednesday evenings at the Timberlake from 5 to 8 p.m. The pasta combinations are almost endless. Create your own pasta with over a dozen different ingredients, homemade sauces, and pastas. Please call 326-2600 to reserve your spot. It's delicious and exactly what you want. The Pasta Bar, every Wednesday at the Timberlake.
Hi, this is Sam Sturl with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Culver's post-game interview got the 2 goal scorers for Grand Rapids. It's always a tough one after losing in overtime. But Ren, it was one of those games where I thought you had the better of play most of the game, and puck luck wasn't with you tonight.
Yeah, they had 2 goals that bounced off both their guys, and the puck luck just wasn't there.
And Hayden, I want to talk about your goal because that was one of those quick release shots, pick the top corner. Did you see that spot when you shot?
You know, I saw the D open his feet, and I thought I could just pull in, use the D as a screen, and then I just tried to shoot as hard as I could, and it was an opening, so it worked out. Now,
first period especially, you guys were by far the dominant team. Talk about Hayden's line, the third line, both those lines played really well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We outshot them, I think, 9-4 in the first, and, we were just buzzing right away, but towards the end, we lost that mojo.
And did the legs get a little tired, Hayden? It looked like short shifts, but it looked like things were just getting a little sluggish by the end.
Yeah, I think we got a little too comfortable. I think we thought we had the game, and I don't know. I think we just got a little too comfortable, and maybe we were tired. Maybe we need to condition more. But yeah, there's something we got to do something about that.
Well, I know it's a tough way to lose, but is this something that in some ways maybe sets you up for playoffs a little more? You don't want to hear the other team yelling like this after a playoff game.
No, absolutely. It'll set us up for playoffs for sure.
Well, go ahead.
No, yeah, you can go.
And looking forward to playoffs. I know I'm looking ahead, but want that rematch with Andover at the end.
Yeah, we were on that pretty good winning streak, but this kind of humbled us a little bit, and I think now we got a good mindset going through playoffs that anything can happen. So we can get positives out of this game.
Well, I know it was a tough loss, but we're looking forward to playoffs, guys. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And that is our Culver's post-game interview. Ren Morquay and Hayden DeMars, the 2 Grand Rapids goal scorers. Butter pecan is the flavor of the day, a Culver's classic, and specially blended butter pecan, fresh frozen custard with toasted pecan pieces. See, I even have the whole month here in front of me. I don't have to look it up on the internet now. Thanks, Brian. Anything on that Culver's post-game interview that stood out to you? I think
just their attitude.
I think humbled is the right word, yeah. and it's like, hey, we don't want this to happen again. We got it. We understand. Let's go.
Yeah, and that was really what I liked hearing them say, was just that, it didn't work out tonight, but it made us think a little bit about the next game,
So Grand Rapids will start playoffs a week from tonight here at the IRA Civic Center. We'll have it for you on J105 The Thunder. Still don't know the opponent, but we will find that out and be here for that game. And we will also have it on YouTube.
And that will be here because of their seeding.
Yes. And then semifinals and finals move to Amsoil. 3-2. Grand Rapids loses in overtime on a Max Plant power play goal, and also an empty net goal to send it to overtime with 1:04 left. That wraps it up from the IRA Civic Center. For Tom Downing, I'm Sheldon Whitlis, and you've been listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.